All right. Hello there. A little bit late today. But that's because I decided to stay up. Good grief. Hopefully I don't do that again. It was fun though, low-key. It was a little bit fun staying up. But yeah. You know, I also looked in the VOD. And the name of the chapter I played yesterday, it was called Bedtime Story. Isn't that a coincidence? I played Bedtime Story when I was not able to sleep, and then I was able to sleep after the Bedtime Story. That's actually pretty crazy. I didn't even notice. But at long last, all right, it's time to finish this story here. But oh god, I forgot my charger. One sec. Okay, now I'm prepped and ready. So, hello there. My name is Flea, your future demon lord, and welcome back to PGR. It's time to do the Dark Reflection chapter. I've been looking forward to this. I said I was going to do it the next day after the last stream, but I didn't do it. So, I got to live up to my commitments, man. Or don't make a promise at all. Well, I mean, it technically wasn't a promise. But it's still saying that I'm going to do something, so I should do the things I say. So, let's finally do it. Dark Reflections. Oh boy. What happened last time? I need to think. What happened last time? Okay, so the first one, Eden Fallen. It was, we went into the Babylonia system, and then we stopped Hoxu from hacking and destroying Babylonia into falling into the earth. And the second one, we landed and we were trying to track the Ascendants, which we did. And the third one, we actually were going to the enemy base. And Lucia had to confront her demons, which at the end of the day, she did. Now, her and Alpha should be kind of square, I think. But at the end of that one, what's his name? He was after trying to kill Alpha. That one guy. What was his name? I cannot remember. Roland. Yes, Roland. Roland was after and about to finish Alpha off after, you know, having to fight Grey Raven. And I guess we are after Luna in this one. So let's do it. I think that's a pretty good recap. I could not remember, but I just pulled all my brain energy and I just remembered what it was. A fake ascension, Dark Reflections. With Alpha stuck with Roland, you carry Hoxu's key and swiftly leave the core area platform left. The Punji virus is very concentrated up ahead. Let me treat your wounds now. I'll count on you. She nods. I got this. Liv gently lifts your torn protective suit, disinfecting the cuts and applying medications on the wounds before bandaging your arm. We'll need to fix your suit as well. We have more than enough supplies, so you can replace the damaged parts. Thanks to Bridget's generous offerings before you departed, you can save so much time swapping gears instead of repairing them. Now, to put on the enhanced protective gears. Gotta carry that weight. What does that even mean? The virus concentration ahead is lethal to you after all. Liv speedily attaches the required parts to the corresponding spots on your suit. Alright, let's go. Walking along the narrow passage, you enter a hollow cavern a few times larger than the structure above the ground. Standing inside is an inconceivably gargantuan monster. What's that? Roar. I don't think metallic things roar like that, but that's how I roar. Well, actually, it's not how I roar. Anyways, Underneath this behemoth is a lake composed of the red tide, shimmering its fearsome scarlet glow. It must be an actual source of the red tide. They do have a trump card with them. Well, based on our previous estimation, if this thing reaches the surface, Earth, no, even Babylonia won't survive its wrath. We can't fight it alone. Let's ask for backup. Backup? Now, we are pretty underneath ground pretty far. That would be unwise. Indeed, with how large it is in mass, and with the Ascendants guarding along the path, I don't think a reinforcement can make it here in time. That's what I was thinking. Maybe we can destroy it with the WMD before it leaves, but given our signals are blocked here, and how long the trip is to the surface, it might be too late when it is ready. As we approach first, sounding is a safe path of entry. What? As we approach first, scouting is a safe path of entry. You nod. In that case, the reinforcement can arrive in safety. Safely? Safety? I don't know. How do we get near that thing? Between the opening and the monster is a gap completely cuts off any entry points, making the creature unapproachable. It can easily attack us when we move if we use our short-range jet engines. Let's take a look around first. Understood. Let's move. Alright. Let's move. A perfect disguise. Is that Murray? No, who is it? As you look for a way in, Murray happens to come through in your comms. Haha, signal's finally back. So, what's your status? You've discovered a colossal creature here. We're unsure how to get near it yet. Oh, no worries. There should be a transport pod out the old factories where you guys are. You can give that a shot. A transport pod? Alright. You seem to be very familiar with the layout of this place. Yeah, I just happened to find a map, the underground city, so I marked a concealed entry for you guys. Hold on. Something came up that I've got to handle. Talk soon. Ori smiles as he disconnects and leaf rounds, being lost in thought. Liv, analyze the background noise in our call of Murray. Oh boy. Analysis complete. There were two faint sounds in the background during the call. One came from the cries of hetero creatures, and the other, the sound of the wind. I see. That Murray is indeed an imposter. Huh? I knew something was wrong. Yeah, I had a feeling too. I was like, how is he able to contact us all the way down here? You know, in the heart of the enemy base. We just said that we couldn't reach the surface to call for backup. Simply because one, that there's no connection, and two, we can't call for reinforcements because there is like enemies in the way. So how is he able to reach us, and how does he know the layout of this underground area? I mean, I wouldn't put it past Murray though to know about it, because he does seem to be like a type of person who does have like underground, undercover type deals going on. Like if he were a detective, I'm sure he'd be using dirty methods to get his information. At the end of the day though, he would still get the job done. So yeah, I had a feeling last time that he was not true Murray. I said it too. I called it. I knew something was wrong. The transport pod is quite possibly just another trap. If it was not Murray, then who was it? I remember Commandant. Yeah, see, this is what I remember. The Commandant. That's what it should be. I remember the Commandant mentioning an Ascendant who can turn invisible and shapeshift. Lamia. Murray will call again soon. This time, we had to track her down. I had a feeling, is it like me reading stuff crazy with like a weird accent or something? No, it's because I'm actually reading the words, and it does say like, oh yeah, as expected, does not take long before the person calls again. It does not take long before the person calls again. Yeah. Alright, Lee, have you guys reached out to the transport pod I mentioned? Murray, or whatever you call yourself. Maybe you thought you did a good job mimicking him, but you could not fool me. Well, Lee, what are you talking about? I'm your brother. Don't you recognize me? Oh, he is his brother. I had a feeling. As I saw like the eyes, I was like, oh, wait, he has the blue eyes. And then Lee has the blue eyes, and he has similar eyes, and then also just hair. And the way he was talking to him, it seemed like, you know, oh my god. But then again, I also thought that this Murray guy, I thought he was related to Cecilia in a way, because also their eyes are the same. I don't know. I don't know. Then explain to me why I couldn't get past the signal blockade when I tried to reach the Babylonia, since we've gotten Oxus key, when you, who apparently are in Babylonia, can suddenly contact us. Well, it's probably... The first time I felt suspicious was when I mentioned the gravitation detector. If you were him, you would have known it's impossible to send a response here. Plus, we've analyzed the environmental noises in your call, and you weren't in Babylonia at all. Lamia, I assume. Now I've been unmasked. Apart from the human, this should be my first time meeting Grey Ravens, right? Yeah, what do you want? Just trying to get you out of here, safe and sound without that pod. I'm guessing there's something else. Pretty clever, aren't you, brother? You can see Lee clenching his jaw. If this were not a call, Lamia would have been shot multiple times already. Now about deal, Commandant. Give me Hawk's key, and I'll show you the way to the big guy there. What do you want to do with this key? You don't have to know. I'm not the one in a hurry here. As if responding to Lamia's words, the roar of the polyphage echoes again. A polyphage? Oh boy, is that the monster? What should we do, Commandant? I'll give it to her. But first we find her. But where is she? Well, given how strong the signal blockade is here, and how well she knows our actions, I'm guessing she's just nearby. We can use the environmental sounds we analyzed earlier to deduce where she is in this chasm. Understood. Leave it to me. Alright, we don't make deals with the enemy. Mermaid's gift. Take it. It's Lamia's petty concern. Following the tracks left behind by Lamia, the four of you reach a platform in the open area. Is Lamia here? Something isn't quite right. Suddenly, smoke emerges everywhere and engulfs the platform. It's a trap. Retreat. Alright, run. Oh, that was fast. Mermaid caught up. Alright, let's go back. Lamia has nowhere to run. Stop it. I surrender. And so, Lamia barely resists, surrendering immediately after being discovered. Are you really an Ascendant? What's the alternative? I'm not the fighting type. I'll probably hurt myself if I try. If you're surrendering, then tell us the way through the chasm. Isn't going after the polyphage more terrifying than death? You can let me know after you die here. Oh, come on. I was joking. Joking. Can you please don't go taunting? Toting your gun around? Oh, weird. It won't help if I tell you anyway. The blockade here can only be disabled by a descendant, which means I'm coming with you. From what Strikehawk reported, not only can she disguise herself, she can turn invisible using optical camouflage and vanish when we're distracted. I'm not gonna run. Definitely not. And I definitely trust you. Liv, don't we have a mountaineering steer wire from the support force? Hey, what is this? Hey, it hurts. That's my tail fin. Have you Babylonians never learned how to properly tie up a mermaid? I'm sorry. This is the first time I've seen a mermaid. Don't apologize, Sarah. Here, tighter. Oh, brother. It hurts so much. Please let me go. Ouch. Ouch. Why is it getting tighter? My brother. Move all your skills, you pretend to be Murray again. I'm sorry. After you finally tie Lamia up, you hear another massive quake coming from the underground cavern. Seems like you didn't make it in time. Oops. Is that Luna? Let's investigate the epicenter of the quake. Liv, stay in the back and keep your eyes on Lamia. Get moving, mermaid. Get moving, mermaid. Oh my god. I'm moving. I'm moving. General, please. It'll be funny if they gave us like a CG of her being tied up. Hog-tied. Oh man. The fan service. Here we go. But she doesn't really have much to tie on, if you know what I mean. Anyways, horrifying marks. Only cracked and shattered rocks remain when you arrive at the epicenter. There was a fight here. Only an Ascendant is capable of this level of destruction. But which one? On the mark she left, I'd say it was Miss Luna. Luna? But who is she fighting? That I don't know. Now, hold on. I'm not trying to trick you, but seriously. If you can catch a hetero creature that was nearby, there's a chance I can find out something. Then let's go get one. I would trust so easily. I'm shocked. 07 cannibalism. Yes, 07. Miss Luna, please serve your final duty as the agent. '07, Miss Luna. 07. Once again, using the mountaineering. So weird, man. What's a mountaineering? Mountaineering. How fascinating. Mountaineering wire from the support force. You successfully capture a hetero creature. I'm still tied, so. Lee listens to steel wire around Lamia's arms while pointing a gun at her head. No tricks. Alright, already. Annoyed, Lamia wriggles her way to a twitching creature, jabbing one of her sharp fingers into its head. You hear the sound of cysts bursting, followed by the sound of swirling slime before Lamia pulls an oddly shaped device from the creature's brain. What's with that face? This stuff is like the red tide. I'm just plucking out the part that records information. And then she tosses it to Lee. Now, you just have to project the information like you've been doing on your way here. Will it work? Lee, activate the spatial recollection. I understand. Analyzing data complete. Generating image data. Projection. This is what you created? A monster the size of a titan stands before her, its body radiating unnervingly at the red lights of like a hetero creature. Well, here's the punishing vibes manifested. The nightmare of humankind. I brought its ultimate fruition. Phage is what I call it. It can devour everything before it transforms into its own body, and it will over every land it crosses into releasing the red tide. And we, the Ascendants, we will rule this land. Its existence will be the mightiest weapon in claiming Earth. Luna closes her eyes and extends a hand toward the polyphage, then quickly shakes her head. And yet, it's just an empty vessel right now, albeit a little bigger. Well, that is true. It still requires one crucial component, a part called Ascendant. If you're trying to waste my time with a joke, Miss Luna, you have no idea what the polyphage is actually capable of. Gabriel's eyes are veiled in madness as he explains his plan to Luna. Luna listens quite intently. At first, she hears Alpha's name in Gabriel's plan. Pupils constrict as she raises her head, and the blades pointing the punching vibe shoot toward Gabriel. What did you just say? Witnessing Luna's reactions, Gabriel looks even madder. He looks up and stares at Luna, not even bothering to dodge the hovering spikes in front of him. All Ascendants are obligated to sacrifice for the Ascension Network. I hope Miss Luna is able to let go of her attachment to the commander scheme of things. This empty vessel is no answer to anything. I want to sacrifice anything for this fruitless attempt. As an agent of the Ascension Network, Even I'm not going to offer my sister to achieve our goals.
Well, this is the only way. Your sister is nothing compared to what we want to accomplish.
If you want to try to hurt her... Gabriel was forced to his kneel. I was going to think that said forced to his knees, but it's forced to kneel under the unsurmountable pressure of Luna's worldless gaze. The point of the Ascension Network is selection. Once we finish filtering this world, it'll become our paradise, with no hindrance from the past. This planet will be eternal. Luna signals Gabriel to stand with her eyes, but he remains kneeling on one knee.
The bodies of the Ascendants are merely tools for our goal. Miss Luna, as our superior, you should not be preoccupied with these sentiments.
Preoccupied? Are you suggesting that these creatures born by the Punchvars are capable of replacing us? Luna speaks slowly, but even her smile carries an alarming weight. Even replacing an agent like me? Gabriel does not budge. He struggles to stand, but... He struggles but stands tall. I don't know what's going on, man. He struggles but stands tall against the force of Luna, showing an unusual sense of rapture in his eyes.
Well, maybe Miss Luna should not come to the conclusion so soon.
Looking at the polyphage head, Luna finds an ashen figure slowly descending. She can sense a unique and potent power signature coming from it, without Gabriel explaining.
You see, this is the result of our evolution, the creatures born in the Red Tide. As a terminal of the polyphage, controlling it means controlling the polyphage, and no power less impressive than our agents. The ashen hetero creature lands before Luna, mimicking Gabriel's actions and bowing its head. Luna cannot tell if it's acting out of compliance or threat, or neither. Simply imitating what has been demonstrated. I see. This displays your confidence. Then allow me to test your so-called mightiest hetero creature. Well, of course. Miss Luna has experienced its might. You'll understand that it's more than meets the eye.
Alright, let's see it. It better be more than meets the eye. Because you have put me through anguish reading your dialogue. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go. Show me what the power means to you, Gabriel.
I'm extremely honored to witness your absolute power again.
Alright, let's go. Ow. You know what this lady looks like, kinda? Let's see. Oh, wait, what? Breaking parts. Attack the boss's wings from behind. Destroying the wings will greatly reduce mobility. Attacking from behind will deal damage. This is the only page. Okay, let's go.
This room is disowned up again.
Alright, hit it from the back. I was gonna say, the way this character fights, the queen, she kind of fights a little bit close to the, she fights a little bit close to the Dreamless, where she fights. Oh, I'm dying. I just died. Oh my god. I'm bad. I can't see which attacks are dodgeable. I'm gonna die again, I think. Oh my god.
Yep, I'm dead again. Good grief. Did I win? Please tell me I won. The two ivory figures clash in midair, striking each other at incomprehensible speed. Not gonna lie, I'm grinding the current character on banner for Wuthering Waves. I'm close to uninstall myself from my life because of grinding. Yeah, Wuthering Waves. The thing is about the game, I guess this is the case of like any game, especially between like Wuthering Waves and Genshin. It's like the grind is kind of unreal. The grind is unreal, but it's only if you want to play like the in-game content. So if you're out there like playing like the Toa, Tower of Adversity, or if you're out there the Whimpering Waste, which is like the other in-game event, then yes, grinding is necessary. However, if you're just playing for like the story of the game, then grinding isn't necessary. But I think I speak for all gamers when I say that we all want to beat the in-game content of the game. That's why we play, right? The combat and like being the hardest stuff in the game. I don't know why though, because like, I don't know, do we do it for recognition or something? I don't know. I know I do. I just want the satisfaction of being like the hardest thing in the game. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But what character are you grinding for in the banner? Is it? Oh wait, I forgot. Didn't they get like a new patch on Wuthering Waves actually? Just recently. It's a new character out. No, I don't think she's out yet. Cartidia? She can't be out yet. But yeah, that's the only reason I would grind on this thing. That's the only reason. This game isn't that bad though. I feel like they give you like a lot of like resources, so you don't have to worry about it. She's out? Oh, she's out. Oh, wait. Not that it matters though, that I'm gonna be able to get it. Nor do I really want it, to be honest with you. I mean, she does sound pretty appealing, but at the end of the day, I don't think I'm gonna go pull it. I mean, I will go play the trial, I don't mind, but as far as like actually playing it, yeah, I think I'm good. I wonder, there's a new story out now, because I am eager to go check it out. Oh man, I can't wait. I feel like it should, because like yesterday, the banner for the anniversary, the selector, it was supposed to have ended yesterday, so there has to be a new banner to fill its place, so I guess she's out then. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Well, I hope you get her then. Hope you don't lose your 50-50 to, you know, a little short girl by the name of Encore, because that has happened to me already. I was trying to pull for Phoebe with a selector, and I got Encore. I got Encore. You can imagine how disappointed I was. I mean, I like Encore, don't get me wrong, but I did not want you at this time. You understand? I didn't want you at this time. You could have came out like the blue tide thing, but you came from my radiant tide. How dare you? How dare you? Anyways, the energy spilled from their attacks has frightening marks on the surrounding cliffs. The Luna has the upper hand all the time, all the while, taking the high ground into duel before knocking the creature to the ground, creating a massive crater. Although she manages to defeat the hetero creature, Luna has to spend a considerable amount of effort to do so. Remarkable, Miss Luna. Miss Luna is truly second to none. Sadly, Luna looks at her hands. Despite not needing to use her full strength, her opponent's level has far exceeded what she imagined, and still, the power for the Ascendents network is weakening. Miss Luna, your fight has yet to end. Oh boy. The pale creature rises from the ashes. It fully expands its wings with merely a scratch on its body, creating an oppressive feeling that rivals Luna. It is. I think some people already did a whole play thing in the guarantee, so I can't lose 50-50. Oh, nice. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you cannot lose that 50-50, because it happened to me. I'm telling you, I was trying to get Phoebe, because I was like, oh, you know, I have a selector. I can finally choose who I want. And, you know, I did not get it. A disappointment.
It's immeasurable. Oh man. But yeah, I hope you do good. I'm sure everyone's like after it right now. They're like, oh, finally at long last. I saw they had like a trailer or something. I didn't get to fully see it. I saw like a snippet of it. Like I'm talking like 2 seconds ish. As I was like browsing through the internet, I saw like a snippet, like a short. I like hovered my mouse over it, and I was like, oh, that's her. I was gonna go look at it, but I did not. I was gonna, but still, yeah. Pretty resilient. Yes, pretty resilient indeed, Miss Luna. Alright. A blinding red light converges the head of a creature's hand, while Luna also raises her hand and releases a ray of crimson laser. The 2 rays collide, warp and expand, almost leveling the depths of the canyon. Soon, the 2 beings merge and devour each other. Luna struggles to manages to maintain an edge over the hetero creature, leaving consumed by an energy blast falling to the ground.
所詮無意味な生き物。
昇格ネットワークの力。ルナ様、代行者たるあなたは比類なき力を持っている。しかし
ガブリエル、
あなたは昇格ネットワークを裏切った。
愚か者。裏切り者はあなたではなくてガブリエル、あなた。
ルナ様、あなたは最後に代行者の資格を失う。ならば昇格ネットワークのため集合体の養分になっていただく。
What the hell? What the hell? This is a tentacle bondage. Oh my god. Just so you know, I'm not into tentacles. I can't, man. I never understood that. That one. The tentacle fetish. I can't, man. I can't. Anyways. What the? How dare he do that to Miss Luna? What happens to Luna if she's devoured? I wouldn't know. We have to go get the polyphage first. Mermaid, you know the path's here, so lead the way. How can I walk any faster all tied up like this? Give my tail at the very least. Lee, please size and unties the wires on Lamia's war body. Thank goodness they call it the wires and not the mountaineering. Oh my god. Oh, lovely. Commandant, you really are a good person. Maybe we should keep her tied up. Whatever. Enough of this. Let's start moving. Lamia looks resigned in size, but then she breaks into a wide grin as if recalling something. Follow me. It's up ahead. Lamia, if you turn a new leaf, you gonna join our side? You gonna join our side? We can call you a waifu of ours, you know? Does Lamia have like a cult as well? Oh man. If you don't like tentacle, don't watch Food War. Any magical anime. You know what? Actually, you're right. Every time I watch like a magical anime, it's always there. It's always there. And I'm like, what? Why do you want to do this to like the magical girls? Can they be attacked by something else? Okay, whatever. The Food Wars though. Food Wars, I have actually watched that. I haven't watched it in a long time ago. I watched it back when I was in high school. Oh man, that was fun. Food Wars. But every single time though, they always have like a orgasm whenever like they eat the food, and I'm like, what? What's going on? Food orgasm. Oh man, what's up with that? But I haven't seen like the most recent seasons. I think I watched like season 1 and season 2 of Food War. But like after that, no, I have not. I know it came out. I should probably see it sometime too, but like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to get back into after I've been away for so long. Oh man. Anyways, the closer you are, the more colossal size becomes evident, as well as the malevolence that seeps in. Eventually, there is only a rift standing between polyphage and you. Below, it's... the red tide whirls and crashes the sides of the cliff. This is where I come in. After all, you wouldn't be able to pull this off. The punishing virus crystallized under Lamia's command, forming a bridge that connects the rift, even if it's only fit for one person. Oh, stop bragging. Get to work unless you want a bullet in ya. Small compliment wouldn't hurt. Did you see how hard I've been trying to help you?
Look, I'm not buying it. There's no way you're genuinely helping us.
After all, I'm just a poor little fish in your leash. I'll do anything you tell me to. I'd rather live than be eaten by the polyphage.
Lamia nods, maintaining her control over the bridge.
Well, I didn't want to be eaten, so I escaped. But consuming Miss Luna has given it more than enough power. Now we all get to be desserts.
Oh my god, no. How can we stop the polyphage? Yeah, imagine it happened in real life, it would be incredibly weird. Oh my god. Could you imagine? You go to like a restaurant, and then like, you go on a date. Oh, this is like the new like meta for like going on dates. You know, usually you take like your girl or your man to like the movie, and then you want to get them to get scared so they jump on you. But no, you don't do that anymore. You take them to a restaurant. You take them to a restaurant, right? And you give them the best food they ever had, and then you get to hear them moan as soon as they eat. That's the new meta. It's the meta of the now. Oh man, I can see it now. I can see it now. How can we stop the polyphage?
I'm afraid the only way is to get Luna out of here, or out of there. Liv falls silent. What she meant to say isn't plain as day. Lee, Liv, can you take the Commandant back to the surface and call for the reinforcements?
Well, why?
If you take Lamia with you, she should be able to help you bypass the signal blockade and reach Babylonia.
Are you trying to get us out of here?
Lucia, what are you about to... Someone has to hold out the polyphage. With how powerful it has become, it will become countless... It will be... Wait, what? It will be countless lives spared if I can just hold it back for a few seconds. Besides, Luna's inside there and I...
Lee cuts Lucia off before she finishes. Now let's go together.
I'm the leader of Grey Raven. Doing so is too risky and irrational. Will not put the Commandant and you in danger in my judgment.
And that is why you need us. Commandant's right. What's irrational is splitting up in the face like that. If it were a strategic decision, I would have accepted without question and given it my all. But it's not right to move here, and you certainly are doing so because you thought that this would be a just your burden to carry. I'm not going to allow that. You might be the leader here, and we're supposed to follow your orders, but we're also your friends.
Just like what we said, Lucia. We still don't know our way around here. We could easily get into trouble on our way back. Besides, Grey Raven's at its best when we're together, right? I understand. Thank you.
That's what we're here for. I know, we're doing this all in front of Lamia. That's funny.
Such a touching display of camaraderie. I'm so jealous. And I'm also pretty fed up.
Suddenly, Lee feels a searing burning in his palm. Reflexively, his hand jerks and he finds a steel wire that has Lamia turned up ruptured without any indication. Oh boy, she got away. Poor game, real love tide. Oh my god, the tide, and the red tide in the PGR, blackening tide and the withering waves. How fascinating too, you are actually right. We have like the red tide here, we had the black tide there, and actually, it hasn't even stopped there. We had the radiant tide, and then we had the, what's the other one? What's the other one? The tidal tide, I think it is. Oh my god. Or the fates. Yeah, we got a lot of tide. We got a lot of tide. There's a lot. Let's take this. Let's take this. On to 09 Murmury's Purpose. Go and complete your kayaks. Luxuries. Yes, sir. Luxuries. No, I would like to call it donations at the end of the day.
What a clingy bunch. Should have loosened it up a bit.
Think again. Lee catches a reflection in the red light in his peripheral and instinctually leaps in your direction. Lee?
Can you be more worried about yourself?
Pedal crystals, Lamia controls jet from the nearby cliffside, hitting where you are standing. Lee positions to you and to ensure everyone is safe before firing 3 times to destroy the space next to him. Lamia appears on a ridge near Lee with a scorched right hand. She grinds her teeth as she stares at Lee, looking embarrassed and angry for the first time. Bro, she actually wants him, I can tell.
I know, Lamia Lee. I can see it now.
This is what you're after, isn't it? Isn't it?
The gleaming white cube appears on Lee's fingertips. Hawksu's key, given by Roland earlier. He hands Lucia the key before pointing his gun at Lamia. You guys' instincts are the worst.
And want to Ascendant get a hold of that again.
Ascendant. You guys are pretty clueless, aren't you?
What are you saying?
I'll get inadequate if I say another word. You're nowhere near as scary as that guy. Try as you may. I'll get what I want eventually. And this time, you're not catching me.
Lamia flicks her tongue. I'll just taunt them before disappearing in thin air. The bridge Lamia made instantly crumbles. The crystals that supported it falling down the crevice of the red tide. Only then do you realize that you've been led here to the polyphage side of the platform during the battle. And there goes our way back. Sorry for letting you get away. It's not your fault.
It isn't. Sadly, we no longer can track her whereabouts. Finding her now is little information we have is going to be difficult. We have a larger fish to catch.
You're right. At least we reached the entrance of the polyphage. Nothing can stop us now. There's still one thing that baffles me though. What do you mean? Lamia's familiarity with the spear. It's beyond reasonable. Even as an act, she still shouldn't be, or wouldn't be able to familiar with the battle system Babylonia is using for the first time.
Maybe she was informed by Hawksu, like Alpha did.
Well, it's possible. I think something is off. Forget it. There's pointless to worry about it now. Let's keep moving. You're right. Let's go.
What's a failure, Lamia? Maybe I should fall them from behind. We'll find another way to snatch Hawksu from them.
You talk too much.
I know. But you know how funny it was. Isn't that guy your brother? Why don't you ask him if you want to get Hawksu for yourself? Or am I sensing another agenda here? You humans even lie to your own family. How spooky. It's not your place to judge. Now go complete your task. But I'll have to get so close to the polyphage this way. I'm doing something so ridiculous and risky for you. You can't be going back on what you promised me, you hear me? I'll keep my end of the bargain, if you keep yours. Good. It was a lot of work playing prisoner, while trying to keep the Punch virus at acceptable levels to the Grey Ravens. Is that so? You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I had a feeling that was a fake attempt at like being weak and not strong enough to like go do anything. Just giving up? Yeah, right. You know what's funny? I learned that actually a lot of the time when people do things, there's like a meaning behind it usually. I guess it's like a pretty obvious thing, but ever since I've been like looking at magic, like I've been looking like, you know, Penn and Teller and like this other guy over here, the Shin Lim. Oh man, does anyone watch magic, by the way? Ooh, it's so good. But still, behind every action they do, there's a meaning behind it. There's a reason they're doing it. Like when they ask you, you know, oh, check the cards, you see like there's nothing there, none of these cards mean anything. They're doing that for a reason. They're doing it because on the back end, on the back of this, they're doing something else. They're doing some kind of sleight of hand. And here, Lamia, she's doing the sleight of hand behind us. Or she may be saying, oh, I have nothing left and I'm weak and oh, I surrender. She's surrendering for a reason, because she has something behind there. She's doing a sleight of hand technique. I had a feeling. Anyways, I gotta stop applying life to everything. Anyways. So you made your way here.
Gabriel.
Not only Lucia's preemptive strikes easily countered by the human and hetero creature next to Gabriel, but she is also pushed back several feet away. Lucia corrects her stance as she lands. Just a brief encounter has alerted her to how dangerous this hetero creature is, even more than Gabriel.
Is this monster another creation of yours?
Creation? No, these are just the evolved will to punish virus. I'm merely a facilitator. At the cost of betraying your master. What happened to Mr. Lulu is not intentional. Since the moment we discovered the life at the head of the core, I had to come understanding that Ascension Network was my wish. I had no idea what he's saying, but that doesn't matter. And it was showing me a new path to that destination. I have since been laying the foundation of my plan. I was expecting approval from Miss Luna, who should have joined me in carrying out the mission from the Ascension Network. But since she disappointed me, she is no longer the perfect agent who abides by her duty, and Miss Luna is lost because of Alpha and you.
What the reason she's lost?
Ever since Alpha's revival, as well as the encounters with you, Miss Luna has been strayed further and further on the path of the agent. She has become sentimental. Given that bond, I was going to lure Alpha and Miss Luna, turn them both to nourishment on the power page, yet Alpha never showed. Did she realize what I was planning? Ran away? Is that how strong a familiar bond is? Or perhaps she realized that so-called sentiments are simply illusions. This voice still is killing me. The human minds create themselves. Those of us who are forged in metal should have abandoned such trivial matters long ago. You have never even bothered to understand, oh my god, what sentiments are, have you? That's enough talk. Five features roar arrives from afar. The quest from the underground cavern shake from the reverberations of its cry, shattering countless pieces of rocks along its walls, and the fall of the red tide. Gabriel looks up as if enjoying what is unraveling. Miss Luna is indeed the most important piece to the puzzle. Even if her fall from grace, she is still the most powerful agent. Once Paul Phage is fused with her, it will emerge from here and present a world with its significance. And the Ascendants will see the punch. Wait, what? The punishing? No, not the punishing. Will see the virtue of my path. And they will sacrifice for our kind. And after that, I will take care of the last threat. Alpha will become quite troublesome if she's not dealt with swiftly. I pity you. You could have stood at the forefront of the brand new world if you could see the truth. Alas, you shall become an offering before the end of mankind. Let the power of Phage devour you all, and maybe your death will mean something. Gabriel raises his hand, and the infinite amount of hetero creatures rise from the red tide and surround you all. Attack Miss Luna and keep them away. The ashen creature spreads his wings and bows before Gabriel before flying to the top of the polyphage. In that location, the swarming monsters gather around you and block your line of sight. Gabriel pridefully heads towards the core area. In the distance, the polyphage roars once again, its voice shaking the earth you stand on. Everyone, prepare for battle. And let me prepare to drink my coffee. Oh shit. How can we stop a monster this size? Good question. Focus on the weak points. He has 100 HP bars. I only have one character. This is some BS. Oh, I did not dodge that. Oh yeah, take that. I swear, that's crazy. Destroyed it. Oh. Deflection shield. Deflection shield. Deflection shield. Deflection shield. Oh. I got the shield, baby. Oh, nice game of Pong, are we? Alright. F1 seems to be flooded by punching by T. Ride my way. Oh my god. Run, 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 run. I'm dying. Good grief. They don't tell me the rules of the game. That's hardly fair. Oh my god. Okay, let me hit him. Oh, I'm gonna die. Alright, I dodged. Nice. Professional at the game. Oh, grab it. Reflection shield. Oh, my orbs. Reflection shield. I'm ready.
this? That was on him. I swear that was on him. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dead, am I? Oh, wait, I'm alive. Ah, my orbs. I need it. There we go. Alright, come on. Put your arm down. This won't hurt a bit. Wow. Good grief. One, two, three. There we go. Alright, try this, friend. Don't tell me that I miss. That's crazy. Alright. Did we do it? Lucia's last strike has hit the exposed hetero core. The polyphage was a screeching, distorted scream. Its attack's clearly slowing down. It's still stopping, and even if it wrecked its hetero core, polyphage bells in an odd, twisted way, and you can see the damaged parts of the hetero core repairing itself. If we don't destroy its entirety, is it just going to keep fixing itself? We might not be able to stop it the way we stopped the rail heterozygote. If we don't wipe it out completely, it'll just keep repairing itself indefinitely. Despite being the products of the heterocore, there's one difference between the polyphage and the rail heterozygote. Luna? Yes, an ascendant in its core. That's right. Luna may be the source of the polyphage's power and its self-repairing ability. Gabriel did say she is the most important piece of the puzzle. It seems that the only way to defeat the polyphage is to incapacitate the piece of the puzzle. So it is. Everyone there understands the weight of her words. Lucia clutches her sword as everyone else falls silent. Commandant, if I may? Please. I am a construct. Humans blade to reclaim Earth. The Ascendants are our mere enemies. If I try to help Luna... What? No, don't skip. I'll be helping the enemy. And yet... Lucia takes a deep breath and puts her right hand in front of her chest, as though it was attesting to her decision. Even if it's baseless, even if it sounds ridiculous, even to me, I want to believe in her. I want to believe that deep down, she's still the Luna who's afraid and alone, who's waiting for someone to hold her hand. And remembering my past, I've been wondering that. Had I held onto my sister's hand a little tighter, and I've been more decisive, a little bit more braver, maybe things would have turned out differently. But I can't change my past. I can only move forward. Move forward and find a way to end this war, to save all of us. Even when we're on opposite sides. To find the impossible answer. Will you still support me, Commandant? When I stop believing? I will. I told you before, didn't I? I'll respect your decisions. Thank you, Commandant. It really is a naive thought, but I'm sorry that you all have to indulge me this way. Lucia's expression is familiar, a smile that she has forced herself to wear since the bygone that day. I fear that my choice will put you all in danger, so I want you to leave this place first. I want to see Luna again and ask her so many questions. I want to find out with my own eyes if she's still the Luna I remember. If she isn't, I'm prepared to strike her down. I'll not let anyone get hurt because of her again. But if it is between taking her down and saving her, I still want to save her.
If we can get to the top of the polyphage and try to separate Luna from it, we might be able to greatly weaken it, to the point where it can be destroyed. The way I see it, this has never been a path of pure destruction.
Lee.
If it were me, I'd want to believe in my family. They might become constructs, but to me, our bonds don't change just because our bodies do. It's as good as any reason to fight. Whether speaking as a Grey Raven or speaking for myself, I'll support you.
I've always believed in you, Lucia, because you are strong and you are kind. Nev. If Gabriel isn't lying about the polyphage and fusing with Luna, then it'll be too late when it completely devours her. Stopping is all we can do right now. So Lucia, please don't carry this burden by yourself. If there's trouble ahead, we'll face it together. Lucia nods and Liv. They all stand side by side.
The polyphage will recover its mobility soon. I have to act quickly.
I have everyone's back, and you have my support.
Let's get ready. Board the polyphage. Try to approach it where Luna is.
We'll be exposed to the enemy's attacks if we come any closer. Commandant, at your orders.
We charge. Our target is the energy core at the top of the polyphage.
Grey Raven, take flight.
Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Grey Raven, take flight indeed. Number 11, Confession.
This time, I'm choosing to believe in myself.
Alright. Good, good, good. Despite the differences in strength, Rowan has still managed to stall Alpha's long enough. Alpha long enough? I can't, man. It's clear who is winding by the end of the fight. Yet Alpha cannot fathom why Rowan is dead set on stopping her.
You should know. There's no way you're beating me.
Alpha removes her blade from her side, Rowan's abdomen, and the vital fluids pour from the wound. Rowan retreats back over his hand on his wound, and the weapon, still in his hand, blocking Alpha's path forward.
Don't be so sure. What was that?
Gabriel believes that the only way to create our paradise is to become the strongest Ascendant, holding absolute power in hand. Rowan raises his gun and aims at Alpha. But the Ascension Network won't allow kindness and mercy in an agent. Intense hatred, pain, and obsession. They're where Ascendants draw their strength. Luna's strength and yours have been declining, meaning your wills and the Ascendant have been wavering. If we were to succeed in our goal of destroying humankind and transforming Luna into the strongest agent with absolute power, then you simply must die, Alpha.
Is that why you hell bent on stopping me?
Rowan lowers his gun.
Nah.
Luna's initial wish was to create a paradise so she could stay with her sister. But as long as the Ascendant has a leash on her. A leash on her, not a leech. Ooh, leeches are not good. Blood-sucking leeches are even worse. Never seen one before, but I've seen it on that old show. What was it? I wonder if that show's still on nowadays. Has anyone seen Fear Factor? Oh man, I used to watch that back in the day. Fear Factor. Oh my god, I seen like the craziest stuff. People being like put in like a box. Not even like a box, it's like a wooden box. And then they like dump snakes on you, or dump spiders on you, or dump you full of leeches, and you're naked inside the middle. I don't know how that was on the out right away. How did they do that? You're naked in the middle on national TV. What the hell, man? Okay, whatever. But anyways, that was crazy. That was crazy. I wonder if it's still on. I gotta go check after this. Anyways. But as long as the Ascendant has a leash on her, Luna will never get what she really wants. It took me so long to understand what she truly desires, but it feels like she has yet to realize it. The Ascension Network has a bigger hold on her than it has on you or me. Grey Raven, the human Commandant, they are the key to her real vision. That's why I mustn't let them go, or I must let them go. You get it now. I'm not the one you should be stopping. Gabriel is. He's the one who's been scheming all along. Using us, Luna, to fulfill a so-called will of the Ascendant, and that's his real goal. Owen informs Alpha of everything he knows about Gabriel's plan.
Not Gabriel. How dare he leverage all Ascendants for his idiotic plan? Betray, abandon, and sacrifice everything for his ambition. That just sounds like a... Where's Luna now?
If I have to guess, inside a polyphage. I couldn't warn Luna in time. I didn't expect Gabriel to move forward with his plan so soon. Well, if you were all stoked by Gabriel and tried to fight the polyphage in your current state, and forget about saving Luna, you'd be devoured as well. And no one would be able to stop Gabriel.
That's why you're standing guard here.
Owen shrugs, neither confirming or denying. So stay calm. If the Grey Ravens get stomped to death by the polyphage over there, we still have time to come up with a contingency.
I know what I'm going to do. Oh, really? I should also start moving then. Gabriel, as a purist as an Ascendant can be, you and I, we're all just tools to accomplish his goals, so... You're correct. Not Miss Luna. But both of you should also become tools of the Ascension Network. And I did not find your treachery surprising. Gabriel. Gabriel steps out of the dark corner, still acting courteous as ever. But he can hardly conceal the deranged sense of menace he is giving off. Well, he's all yours. Roland smiles again nonchalantly. He whispers something to Alpha as he passes her, before leaping into the darkness within the core area, with the help of a chain blade. Alpha is already lunged forward with her sword before Gabriel can even make a move. Alpha closes in, attempting to expose a weak spot in Gabriel. With a series of continuous strikes, Gabriel is forced back, barely managing to counter every move with his cane. Oh, he has a cane? I don't even know. You betrayed Luna. Me? No, Luna's the one that betrayed us. And you are the reason for her betrayal. You are the reason why she has forsaken the Ascension Network. And why she has lost the power of an agent. Luna has never betrayed anyone. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave this place here. I will not disrupt our great ascent because of your frivolous sentiment. Alpha slices across Gabriel's chest, sending sparks flying everywhere. Gabriel rips off his tattered cloak, revealing a colossal mechanical stature. Oh my. I'm finally getting to see what he looks like underneath. Well, that's what he's been holding underneath there. Oh man. You truly are the greatest threat to the Ascension Network. And you're not going to save your dear sister now and polyphase devoured her? I know what you're conspiring, Gabriel. You might as well have written it all over your face. If I let you go now, you'll become a larger threat to Luna. I can only hope that the Grey Ravens will last long enough for me to get to her. I cannot imagine you choosing to believe in inadequate constructs. Alas, they have likely been turned into food for the polyphage. No, this time I'm choosing to believe in myself and Gabriel. What I'm going to do now is destroy you. Alpha lifts her katana, her eyes burning with fury. I will not give up on anyone. I will not forgive anyone who hurts Luna. Oh my. Sister versus... I don't know who. She's gonna get revenge. Oh man, I can't wait. The race against time. Despite how many enemies are ahead of her, Lucia knows bullets and beams coming for her teammates will clear her way. Alright, let's go. And hopefully I get to actually see them in combat this time, because it's always me fighting against the enemy. Which, I mean, I don't mind, but still. Come on. Like newborn babies flapping their limbs, a hunting claw extrudes from the head of the polyphage and waves around praying. On top of the polyphage is displaying a massive anti-response. That should be where Luna is. Like that immune system of a living organism, a large number of hetero creatures react to the Grey Raven's arrival by overwhelming them like a flood. We can't stop here. Lee, take care of the enemies on our sides, and I'll open us a path. Understood. Behind you. Another creature lunges toward the two of them from behind, only to be shot down by a ray of laser. In the back, Liv waves to you as she shoots down a creature with mounted guns. I know we can always rely on Liv. That's why we have each other's backs, and that's why we are Grey Raven. The four of you tread upward towards the heterometer, going as fast as you can, knowing that this is the race against time. Yes, a race against time indeed. I love the change of scenery. I have marked the weak points of the Spear of FOS. If only we can disable the polyphage's arms. All we need to do is a couple of minutes to get a shot of getting to the core. I'll provide support from the rear. You can depend on me. The way forward is clear. Let's go. No entry. Warning. Wow, the enemies have got firewalls. That guy's pretty ugly. That's all I can say. Hey, get back, pal. I missed my dodge. Is he gonna hit me? You can hit me now, buddy. How do I hit this one?
この一撃でカラスマよ私の刃になってください
I feel like I should have saved that Loki.
この一撃で
Don't waste my dodge juice. Dodge. There we go.
退きなさい天神のカラスマ
The enemies are hatching faster than we can beat them. We're not going to be able to get anywhere if we're locked in an endless fight. Liv and I will stay here to keep the path open. Lucia, take the Commandant, breach the encirclement, and get to the core. That's right. Me and I can support you with range attacks, so make use of the explosives you can use to get through. Lucia is about to say something, but she just nods, and after seeing the looks on their faces... In that case, I'll be counting on you. Commandant, how do you feel about a little jog? No problem. Easy peasy. You tap your chest with your hand in a laid-back manner, giving her your approval. Lucia nods at your response and readjusts her grip on her katana. Another wave of the hetero creatures are approaching. Go, Lucia. We'll let Liv and Lee take care of it here. Commandant, let's keep going. Despite how many enemies are ahead of her, Lucia knows the bullets and beams coming from her teammates will clear the way. Didn't I just read that before? Cleared away again? Oh my god, symbolism. Is that the word it's called? Symbolism? It's been a while since I got an English class. Good grief. It's funny. That's a class, by the way. Now that I actually think about it. They called it English or they called it language arts. Oh man, that was a class. Good grief. Anyways, while Alpha questions of Gabriel, Roland arrives at the underground area on the other side of the core area. The other creature standing in his way attack the sudden invader, only to be crushed into pieces by Roland's glistening chain blade. Roland spits out the virus fluid stuck in his throat, silently watching the silent monster standing in front of him. Oh boy. Oh, here you are. Gabriel's hidden you here, huh? As expected. Alpha starring Gabriel, so I took the opportunity to locate this place. I wonder how it's going there. Well, now it's not the time to worry. The Ashen Hetero creature floats silently above the ground, quietly and still, looking almost like a statue. Even though he doesn't trust me completely, I managed to get enough information from Gabriel to find out where you're staying. He's a cautious sort of guy, not the kind of person who'd only have one control terminal of a polyphage. Yours insurance policy. Luckily though, I've been keeping tabs on him. Otherwise, no one's gonna know you're here except for him. Right. I imagine the Grey Ravens have encountered the other you. That's guarding Luna by now. Or your sister. Yeah, species. Your species call each other human names. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. What matters is you're symbiotic with the polyphage. If I destroy you here, the polyphage will fall into a brief moment of disarray from losing one of his terminals. I'm guessing your sister will be affected too. Not sure how big an impact this will make, nor do I know if the Grey Raven will manage to seize this opportunity. So Roland draws his weapon, and the Hero creature across him immediately spreads its wings, its eyes blinking menacing red as it detected a threat. So, that's how it is, huh? You don't even hesitate to fight me as soon as I show a little bit of aggression. Even though I'm an Ascendant, I've watched you grow up, for crying out loud. Wouldn't mind a little bit of respect, huh? I know it wouldn't be easy taking you down, but I think I'm ready. So, while your sister's having fun with the Grey Ravens, we can have our own little dance. You pathetic creature. Oh my. Alright, Roland. Show her what you got. Well, I guess I'm gonna be playing as Roland, right? Oh, I'm not? How sad. I wish I could have played as Roland. I mean, the new Roland. Because I know, like, the other Roland's, like, you know, A little bit but yeah. Anyways, Luna! Lucia can see Luna through the transparent energy spear on the top of the polyphage. A revelation. Luna was an Ascendant during her encounter with Kwangwang Metropolis. Had Lucia shaken back then? Her thoughts tangled up in her mind like a disarrayed ball of yarn. The Ascendant, who could manipulate the punishing virus, was a far cry from a little girl who had held her hand. Her idea of a sister has since become uncertain and fractured. It is only until now that Lucy has had a chance to take a closer look at Luna in the present. Her pale cheeks are almost translucent, her brows frowned, her lips spurting brief and repressed gasps. She no longer finds the little girl who has been refitted and was shaped by the virus and then evolved, but Lucia knows the expression, or this expression, is one she found on Luna's face when she slept alone. She would sleep with her battered doll on a cold bed, waiting for her sister as she scavenged her food. She always looked lonely and scared, her eyelashes dotted with tears, as if the nightmare had been hunting her. But she held her tightly. The little girl would smile with ease, readily falling asleep again in her sister's arms. Now, Luna is trapped in a chamber akin to a cultivating pod. Her eyes shut, her limbs bounded by hunting claws of the polyphage. She's so close and yet so far away. Even with all her power as an agent, she can still look fragile. As unspeakable pain tears, not tears, oh my god, tears through Lucia's heart. She cannot help calling out her name. Luna! This is the source of the polyphage's power. I had to separate her from the core first. Lucia nods and raises her katana, ready to thrust it into the core, but then... Like a violent storm, biting scythe cuts across Lucia's right arm. In a blink of an eye, launching her to the edge of the platform contains the polyphage's core. The ashen hetero creature that appeared next to Gabriel is now descending in the air, hovering before Lucia with its wings spread apart. Get out of my way! Lucia swings at the creature, but it counters her strike with the same attack and almost from the same angle. The hetero creature may even have the upper hand when it comes to contested pure strength. It's been making my move. Incredible. Photogenic reflexes, huh? No one knows that the hetero creature born of the punching virus is self-aware, but it's pointless if you can only copy what's on the surface. Lucia takes a deep breath and adjusts her grip. Then she displays an unfamiliar battle stance. One in the vein of several different constructs she knows, without strictly adhering to one. Let me demonstrate with my blade, and then I would destroy you. Noctis, my boy, what's up? I was betrayed, but no matter how painful the wounds are, I have decided to always look forward. I will embrace the future with Grey Raven, the Commandant, and everyone in Babylonia. Luna, I want to share my stories with you, even if it's only in darkness ahead of us. I'd like to believe in a tiny spark of hope, because it's a treasure given by those that are important to me, and nothing can replace it. I will cut down anything and anyone who gets in my way. When everything's over, I'll gently pat your head like I used to. Dodge. Where'd he go? Oh, that was a cheap shot. Huh? Gashing creature's blade slits across Lucia's flank, forcing her to dash back with her jetpack. Putting some distance between them, the punishing virus that carries instantly infests her wound, causing her severe pain, but her fight is yet to end. This is nothing. Her blade-wielding figure is awe-inspiring. Determined as she first met her, Lucia quickly treats her injury before pointing her blade at the hetero creature again. This music. Oh, here we go. I love it. The ashen creature is adapting to Lucia's attacks as if it were learning how to fight. But Lucia doesn't hesitate. She manages to distance herself again during the opening of the Hedra creature's attacks. Before it can recalibrate its stance, Lucia is already closing in with her sword out. This time, the katana strikes the creature with a devastating blow, pushing it off the platform. This is my chance. The more Lucia turns and heads for the energy core, the polyphage hunting claws reach out behind the core, surging toward Lucia. Lucia, watch out! You fire your weapon. You shot to its arm as it nears Lucia, splintering it, and the red tide pours from the wound and wriggles on the platform like worms. Having lost an organ, the polyphage cries as deafening that the scream bumps on his eardrums, causing you searing pain. Meanwhile, the ashen hetero creature has regained consciousness, stretching its wings and approaching the platform. Destroying power from Luna. The ashen creature swings its scythe toward Lucia. She blocks out for katana. If that's the case, deflecting the hetero creature's blows, Lucia finds an opportunity to throw you a rectangular case. Commandant, catch! You catch it. It's a weapon catch. Lucia put away when you were gathering resources. You activate it. A familiar looking katana ejects from within. The blade you're holding is an ebony katana. It has pure black, safe for its edge, glistening in orange. Tiny scratches and scars on it reveal a storied history of the battles. This is... I'm counting on you, Commandant. Lucia looks over to you in the energy core. As improving Luna, then clutches her katana and clips another impending hunting claw. You immediately understand what Lucia means. Close your palm around the grip of the ebony blade and rush towards the polyphage's core. You cut through the hunting claws, blocking your way, while Lucia eliminates the ones reaching from behind you. All the while fighting the ashen hetero creature. Your chest aches from continuous running, but now's not the time for you to stop. Plunge a katana into the polyphage's core. Lucia's yearning coats your katana in hand, sharpening your edge and strengthening its blade. You slide it deeper into the energy core. Deep crimson light immediately radiates from where you cut it open. The polyphage releases an ear-splitting roar. Multiple hunting claws take shape on its head, all lunging toward you. And then, the arms all cut down by a chilling frost blade, scattering all over the floor. You drive your katana deeper, and the crimson glow slowly shrouds everything. Almost. The ashen hetero creature is fully recovered. It gathers as much plunging virus as it can from the surroundings and shoots out a scarlet beam of the virus towards you. Lucia sinks her blade into the ground as an anchor and shields you with her jetpack. The plunging virus slowly disintegrates the surface of the engine, and the force is pushing Lucia back. Lucia, it's too dangerous. Get out of there. No. If I back away now, the only way is to keep everyone safe. So stop it here. The only way to keep everyone safe is to stop it here. I will not back down. Her jetpack completely dissolves, and Lucia draws her katana from the ground, ready to block the deadly ray with her blade. Lucia, wait. You're going to be... The beam suddenly stops. The ashen hetero creature falls to the ground as if it suddenly loses power. What happened? The hetero creature on the ground writhes and trashes, making a horrifying twisted shriek. Following the creature's frenzy movement, the polyphage also slows down, and hunting claws all stop in midair, frozen as if they have been stopped by receiving a directive. The anomaly lasts only half a second before the hetero creature fluffs its wings again, trying to reposition itself. Commandant, now! Ignoring the crazed alarm from the punching virus detector, you push with your last bit of strength, and your katana finally punches the shielding polyphage's core. With a flash of crimson, the core begins to crack. No one knows what would happen if a human hand reaches inside a core, but there is one thing you can do now. Luna. Wake up! The interior of the core spews out countless hunting claws, and they hold Luna stubbornly as the polyphage's obsession is. Slender arms attack everything that approaches, desperate to tear into everything they touch and drag them inside. The protective suit from the support force you are wearing is torn away by their relentless talons. The corruption index shown on your wrists is climbing rapidly. I feel you no longer feel your body aching. In fact, you no longer feel your arms or legs. You don't need the maddening alarms to know that your body has reached its limit. Madness, hatred, desire to destroy the corruption on the mind and the polyphase seeps into you alongside the vanishing virus. Yet, so does the yearning for Luna. You fall into a constant clash with Luna's mind. Her pain, her anger, her obsession, all plunges into the depths of your consciousness like a torrent of melted snow. You can feel her consciousness entwining with yours, and as your psyches interweave into a chaotic mind, you fall. Complete darkness lies before you. You cannot tell the space you are in is narrow or vast, and time stops having a meaning here, as it stretches moment into eternity. You immediately notice a white figure in the void because, in this immense darkness, she is the only light. How did you get here? Although you have only heard her voice a few times, you instantly recognize this is Luna speaking. Luna? A young girl in the white curls up into a ball on the floor. In the darkness you are stepping on is indeed the ground. Who are you? You don't know me. I'm the Grey Raven Commandant. So, who is this Commandant this time? She walks towards you, not hovering. For some reason, and her eyes are shorter. The frame look up to you. Whatever you want to say, I get it. What do you mean? I know the routine by now. If I don't listen to you, my body hurts. All I've wanted is my wish to come true. All I've wanted is Lucia by my side. She no longer has to act tough or lie about the bad things in the world. I'm strong enough for both of us now. I'll carry her burden, whatever it is. She just needs to stay with me. I'll destroy this world with liars. I'll make them all those vile men pay. Once the filtering is over, I'll create a paradise where we can live freely. A place to truly call home. And then, everything that's ever hurt and upset Lucia will disappear. She and I can go to places we've always wanted to go. She is still the same and a soul. What? She's still the kind soul she was. Something changed. She wouldn't tell me what it was. But the only thing I've never regretted is finding her and getting her back to me. Luna's gaze seems to go through you, setting on something else. Chillingly, she smirks. It doesn't matter whose face you're donning. I know now that this is real. So stop thinking your tricks will sway me. She think I'm a projection in her mind. The void begins to shake. The corners of Luna's clothes begin to crumble and fade into darkness. You fear that her consciousness will soon follow suit. I'm not a projection. Then why are you here? Luna's expression changes back to the one you remember, proud, strange, and fictitious and distant. Lucia is fighting. Even in her mind, the sound of Lucia battling the hetero creature comes through constantly. Every wound that she takes is another second to save Luna. Lucia? My sister outside. Why is she? She's fighting for you. It's like how she used to fight to protect you. As though something has hit her, Luna braces her head in her hands. What's happening to me? I was there with Gabriel. That polyphage, that thing, it's wrong. It shouldn't exist. And then you're inside the polyphage. Gabriel's going after Alpha. Luna's expression shifts for a second time, or first time. She stands up straight and tall. I remember now. Gabriel's going to turn Alpha into... I will not forgive anyone who hurts my sister. You hear the sound of something cracking in the dark. As if something escaped from the constraints in darkness, it returns to Luna. Luna. The voice of Alpha falls and lingers in the air while the sound of Lucia's battle hits your consciousness periodically, guiding you like a beacon. The darkness tries to flood you out, rejecting your invasive psyche. You keep getting ejected from the mind, bouncing between it and reality. The force that pulls you away intensifies. More and more, the voices from the outside world weaken to the mind, destabilizing your hold of it. but you still try your best to tell Luna your plan. Witnessing your fading shadow, Luna looks conflicted. I will take every chance to overcome this. That's why I'm going to get you out of here. And you're going to defeat the polyphage and save Lucia. Is that why you believe in this human, Lucia? Even without my full power, I should be able to accomplish that. My sister is outside. I'm not meeting my end here. Realizing that Luna is attempting to escape, a dense fog of darkness converges around her again, striking her with its physical form. A nightmare. The nightmare that's been haunting her mind is now a physical monster that rips into her body, and it tries to drag her into the abyss. You won't stop me again, huh? The scars of her resistance torment her like a whip lashing her over and over again. But Luna ignores the pain and she runs toward the only light in the darkness. Your consciousness returns to the real world. All the pain you have been holding off surfaces all at once, almost knocking you out again. However, the infection from the punishing virus is surprisingly receding, even without an injection of serum. Despite the fact that you should have been succumbed to it long ago, the chaos was flooding into your mind. It's almost, or all, also stopped as if something is blocking it. Your incapacitated body is now slowly recovering. The polyphage makes the Luna waking up by expanding all of its power to suppress her mind. She winces once again from the pain. It attempts to pull her consciousness back into the abyss once more. If it succeeds, their minds will be fused forever, and Luna will cease to exist while the polyphage will gain all of her power. But this has distracted polyphage long enough from maintaining its control over the hunting claws. The aggressive arms begin to weaken, making them easy targets for even a novice sword wielder. You swing at the hunting claws. You cut off the flapping arms. Sparks fly everywhere inside the polyphage's core. Luna! The remaining hunting claws begin to cover Luna layer by layer, quivering as they try to pull her further down. Damn it, wake up! You swing and cry her name out, giving her something to latch onto, and a desperate gamble for time and fate. The arms are still crawling and pulling. This is where they meet their end. Plunge a katana into the polyphage's core. You pierce the energy core of your blade in one hand while grabbing Luna's arm with the other. You pull her up towards yourself.
あなたは姉さんの指揮官。姉さんを救える方法は一つだけ。私を受け入れて。
Commandant has rescued Luna from the core? Noticing the source of power removed, the ashen head of a creature lets out a horrifying shriek, and then rushes toward where Luna is. I will not let you near them. Lucia stands away at the creature's path, taking the brunt of the force from the impact. While she manages to stop its advance, she is also knocked down and tossed back several feet. Her system alarm goes off, warning her siren, the warning siren blaring. Her hands are wounded from the crash, and valve fluid is leaking out from the openings non-stop. It's not over. I can still fight. The ashen creature growls at Lucia, again in a frenzied rage. Are you angry? Angry because the source of your power has been taken away? It's not an emotion you're emitting or imitating. Maybe you're a little bit of human after all. Lucia gets up, standing her ground, confronting the hopelessly overpowered opponent. I've lost my sister, my home, my partner, who I trusted, and a place where I belonged. I've lost my conviction as Lucia. Her system. He's recommending turning off her pain receptors and entering her idle state in case she goes into shock. But Lucia refuses, ignoring the system's warnings. As she loses consciousness, Luna and you will be in an insurmountable amount of danger. That is why she has to keep the pain to keep herself awake. Her jetpack system or shield is disintegrated. Her power is dwindling. The katana in her hand is damaged as her frame, but I will still stand. Stay on to Commandant and Grey Raven. I'll find the answer I'm looking for, and this time, I will remember. No matter how weak this fight is, Lucia has found a reason to overcome. Lucia looks at you for the first time, and the last time, and then she raises her katana towards the ashen hetero creature. Punishing virus collapsing. Mind connection? Signals Lucia.
程度じゃ。退きなさい。ガラスマよ。私の刃になってください。この程度じゃまだ終わりじゃありません。先人のカラスマ。
You would not know how critical a decision you just made, as the pain from the Punjivirus corruption forces you to dislocate, keeping you from thinking straight. In your trance, you hear someone speaking to you. Can you tell me what is the most crucial foundation of a commanded construct maneuver? This is the question that the lecturer of tactics and strategies asked you when you were left in the lecturer hall a long, long time ago. What was it that you answered? The mind beacon, the info device. No, that's not it. It's trust. The command is responsible for a life of construct, and the construct's mind is constantly affecting the commandant. Because of that, the construct needs to trust the commander's directives, and the commandant needs to trust the construct's capability. When you lead a squad into a fight and make a call to attack, when you command, your constructs trust you wholeheartedly. They fulfill your every order. Maybe it's the most proper way to describe something in the battlefield, but that sounds nice, doesn't it? Only absolute trust can create a real bond between a commander and a construct. It's the simplest lesson, yet most of you forget it eventually. For real, if I want you to wake up. What are you doing? Your consciousness returns from your memories, and you find the lethal amount of Punjivirus around you reducing to an acceptable level. You're bold enough to connect with an Ascendant on the Ascension network, and yet you don't know what the consequences are. Corrupted mind, probably? Or maybe court-martial. And why'd you do it? Because of trust. What is it that you trust? How much you miss your sister? Regret, agony, hate, and thoughts crashing into your mind may be chaotic. One sentiment stands out from the rest, like an unattained ray of moonlight gleaming into the darkness depths of the consciousness. It's the purest, fiercest form of yearning. Lucia trusts you in some way. She trusts that she will find her sister in you. She's still fighting even now, a way to save you. That's why I don't want to let her down. Is that so? Luna closes her eyes again, sensing a pathway around her mind where power is being steered. My power is being directed away. Crimson punching virus converges on Luna unceasingly, repairing the damages on her frame a little bit. Luna opens her eyes. The Ascension network considers you to be extremely dangerous. It's massively increasing my power to counter the influence of the mind beacon. She reaches out a hand to you, and you can see a subtle cracking on it. As your connection deepens, the status of Luna's frame is transmitted to you. She is disintegrating as she is being put back together, breaking and mending. Two forces collide within Luna. You can tell from your small thread of connection that she is in no state of fighting. The punching virus that comes after your mind beacon is being intercepted by Luna before it lands. Her mind deviation is on the verge of reaching a breaking point, and yet she articulates what she wants to say with the utmost clarity. Maybe there's a path ahead for us, one that I haven't thought of. Maybe there are still more possibilities for the future of this world. And people like you exist. Maybe it's too late to understand that now, but it's enough. Now, let me unleash all the power I have left and show you what I'm truly capable of. Luna takes a look at the ashen hetero creature in front of Lucia. You poor mistaken... What? You poor pathetic mistake born from a rotten path. Let me offer you an eternal rest.
Warning, social success.
これがあなたの力。これが姉さんがずっと感じていた力。いいわ。あなたの信頼に応えてあげる。今こそ全てを終わらせる。
Deep underground. Oh, how things have changed. I once sat to the bottom of the crater, watching the red tide pouring from the broken pipes. Beside him lies another ashen hetero creature, now completely lifeless, of course. He picks up his broken left arm, trying to match it up where it fractures from his shoulder, before putting it down disappointingly. This arm won't fit. I can't climb up this shower hole. Last time I was this messed up was when the Babylonia kid chased me. I suppose I'm familiar with people lying at the bottom, or rock bottom, desperate and hopeless. But usually, I'd be the one standing up and looking down. Can't say this hot-headed bravado suits me very well. Rarely do I trust someone else, so please don't let me down. Bring Luna to Grey Raven. It's just the first step. I really ought to try to figure out what to do next. I hope she realizes that what she truly wants this time. Now, before my next trick, I'm just gonna take a nap. Beneath the thunderous crash of the red tide, one slowly closes his eye. A crumbled piece of the polyphage is formed in a triangular-shaped cavity. All of a sudden, something moves the heavy, fragmented part away, revealing what is buried underneath. A human and a construct, both heavily injured, lie on the ground, both trying to shield the other from harm. You look miserable. The space before unconscious Lucia warps and twists as if a pair of invisible hands are running over her body, making a rustling sound. Lucia frowns. Her hand instinctively reaches for the hilt of her blade, and yet her frame has long run out of power at this point. She can no longer move. Something is being taken from her. The glistening white cube glows in the dark before it vanishes into thin air. Well. Never say Lamia doesn't finish her job. Hey. The whole place is gonna fall on top of you guys if you don't wake up soon. Just so you know, I think it's way too much trouble to help you guys. I won't be doing this if someone isn't threatening me. The comms terminal. You carry suddenly amidst the sound of connection. You slow open your eyes amidst the falling rocks. A lightless night. Lucy recalls that she has also dragged her bruised body forward in the abyss in the past to survive, to escape, to the home that awaits her. Why does she keep going on when everything is lost? Why will she not die? Perhaps it's because of belief. The belief that if she just takes another step, she will reach the light that has once been described to her. Lucia's memory is blinding white. Lucia's lost memory is the blinding white light she saw when Luna destroyed the polyphage's core. What happened afterward? This is... You awake? The mind of the woken Lucia is still in a state of confusion, but she quickly realizes that she has been being carried. Commandant, what are you doing? Let me down. Don't worry. The exoskeleton from the support force With the exoskeleton for the support force, you can barely carry her and walk. But you're also badly injured. Lucia walks back and finds the polyphage buried by the collapsed cavern. Luna. Commandant, where's Luna? Did she escape or did she... I don't know. Lucia turns around, but she cannot find the answer she is hoping for in the ruin of the colossal monster. But she seems to have noticed something and quiets down. Another violent quake occurs, and a stone cliff beneath your feet collapses, sending you into a fall. Commandant! Lucia just catches your hand as she drops. Underneath, the two of you lies in a deadly red tide. Hey, this way. The rope appears out of nowhere and lands right next to Lucia. She immediately holds onto it, saving you from the lethal fatal fall. On a platform, distance away, stands Bridget and support force. Bridget? Surprise, it's a rope gun. You can always count on these antiques in a life or death situation, huh? Let me help. Let's get them out quickly. This whole place is gonna collapse at any second. Lucia, are you and the commander alright? I'm fine. Lucia nods, before turning back and staring at the crumbling chasm. Luna. Luna's figure is nowhere to be seen, almost as if she has never been there. Lucia does not look away until the rocks in the underground cavern fully entomb the entire space and conceal it from your visions. Oh my god. That was intense. That was intense. I was locked in. I was so locked in, my monitor on my left turned off. I was like, oh shit, I should probably plug that back in. But I never stopped. I kept going. Oh man, that does it for that then. Well, I mean, it's not done yet. It still is this one. Let's take a look. Let's have a look, shall we? False. Story mode. False hope. Oh boy. I think I'll finish this first before I do call it Explore mode. Stardew. Shattered Valley, not Stardew Valley. Oh man. I've seen that game. I still don't know what the deal is with like Stardew Valley. What's the deal with that game? Is it like a farming game or something? It was based on like what I was seeing. I think it's a farming game or something. Yeah. I don't know if I would be a Stardew Valley type of person, but I mean, hey. Okay, I want to go plug in my monitor again. For some reason, it went black. Alright, that does that. Oh, exit. Oh no, don't exit that. You're gonna shut down everything. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Anyways, let's do this. False hope. When all hope turns into despair. How's it going? The Corona researcher briefly salutes Nicola as he enters the research lab, before shifting his gaze intensely back into the modification bay by painted glass. Looks like everything is going surprisingly smoothly. The orphans have already completed their body modifications. Nicola nods as the corners... good grief. The corners of his tightly pursed lips seem to relax ever so faintly. Even the modification is successful. Are these kids really suitable for combat? Are these kids really suitable for combat? No, man. Yeah. I still hate when they do this. The thing with like the last letters on the next line. Yeah. Anyways. Well, we have no other choice. They will survive and they will serve as tests of the Tantuum 193 affinity. Most of our data has been collected from orphans like them. How long until the modification is complete?
Well, that's all that was left now. You install the Inver device. The Inver device serves as a construct's vital defense system against the punishing virus. It helps stabilize their mind and resist corruption. And this is humanity's only glimmer of hope to fight against the corrupted. Experiment 02215-220. The Inver device installation is complete. Uploading memory. A deafening silence falls upon the research lab as everyone nervously awaits their final results. And this is the closest they have ever come to success. The upload complete. Memory stable. Preparing resuscitation. Resuscitation. The researcher eagerly issues the report, but the others stifle their cheers. If it had not been for Nicola's presence, they would have jumped for joy. Alright, carry on. This time we can finally... Without warning, an ear-piercing alarm erases the hard-earned smiles of everyone's faces. Even though all the children should have been under the effects of anesthesia, the body on the operating table curls up in agony and lets out a blood-curdling scream. Ah. Hey, get away from her. Nick was the first one to react, but he's too late. The girl bursts from the incubator and sends a nearby bloated researcher flying into the wall. Corruption critical and rising! Everyone could tell that the little girl has already become corrupted. Was she corrupted by the punishing virus? It's impossible. The whole CPF is operational. Not to mention the multiple ISO devices in the operating room. How can... Impossible. How dare you have the audacity to say such a thing in the face of that? Humanity is the faintest idea of the punishing virus, and the intel available is... is no doubt partially hidden, intentionally or not. Sir, what should we... Nicola looks at the little girl struggling from the effects of the punishing virus. Her name, Luna, the younger of two sisters who just so happened to come to the Foundation. Sis, with such high failure rate, Nicola never bothers to remember their names. But for some reason, the sisters have left an impression on him. I'll take her out before the virus spreads. Right away, he issues the order through gritted teeth. The surrounding soldiers quietly, I don't know why I'm struggling to say quietly grip their guns. I thought it was quickly, actually. That's why. Soldiers quietly grip their guns. Perhaps out of habit and not compliance. Look here, minions. Enough chit-chat freaking out. Your business is done here. Get out of here. The door of the research lab is kicked open as a squad of heavily armed soldiers pour into the room. A tall middle-aged man stands in front of them, hunched over with a wretched demeanor. Hey, who do you guys think you are? Nicola immediately stops the commotion, shaking his head and motions for them to comply with the order. Only once the soldiers have exited the premises does he speak to the man who burst into the room. Collins, what brings you here? Oh, listen here. These veterans have all passed the test for the Tensor 193 affinity. They're all ready to undergo surgery and form a task force to fight the corrupted. I'll be in charge of the squad for the time being. Consider me your superior, boy. Although he hesitates or hates being called boy, he does not want to waste any more time with him. Sorry, I don't have any time to reminisce with you, sir. We're just... Oh, I know. You just had an incident with the punching virus. A corrupted appeared here, did it not? Colin pushes Nicola aside and saunters into the research lab, appearing to the corrupted Luna. Unable to control herself, Luna raises a slender arm and smashes it against the reinforced glass, separating the operating room and the laboratory. The super force of her arm cracks the multi-layered device or glass. You see, dear boy, isn't she a cutie? She wants to kill me with every ounce of her being, such pure, unbridled malice. What a weird man. I can't. That look on his face too. Oh man, I cannot. There's a certain type of genre for people like him. I mean, he does obviously fit it, but I mean still, I don't know. Compared with them, humans are being so much twisted and complex. Even an act of killing requires them to find a good enough excuse.
Nicola pulls Colin a safe distance away from Luna and whispers, "What the hell do you know, Collins? What is the end of the device? Why does it trigger the punishing virus?" "Oh, believe me, dear boy, I would absolutely love to tell you everything I know, but I'm sorry. You don't have the clearance, and not yet. Please inform your subordinates that what happened here today is strictly confidential. It should not be leaked in any form, otherwise we'll meet again in another form." Colin puts his hand on Nicola's shoulder and whispers so that only he can hear, "You and I have survived this long in Corona because we understand what it means to follow the rules." Nicola shrugs his hand and leaves without turning to look at him. "I see. Dear boy, don't show your teeth unless you know for a fact your bite would kill." And hearing this, Nicola relaxes his clenched fist, or rather forces himself to. "Well then, goodbye for now. And I'll be waiting for you to reach my level. Waiting for you to open your eyes and make up your mind." And after confirming that Nicola and the other researchers have left the room, Colin turns and stands before the squad members once more. Finally, Luna manages to smash through the fortified glass for a continued barrage of attacks. Shattered shards fly past Collins, who remains unflinching as he lets out a wicked grin. "I'll get to work, kill the corrupted, and all the potential corrupted." "But sir, the other modified children aren't showing any signs of corrupted." "Is there something faulty with your transmitters? Fine, let me repeat myself one more time. Kill the corrupted and the potential corrupted." Colin pats the squad leader on the shoulder and then grins. "If I have to repeat myself another time, I'll lose my already very generous temper." The leader grits his teeth and then aims his rifle at a group of teenagers dreaming about their new lives as constructs. "Sorry." His firepower smothers his words, making them inaudible. The others join him in his apology, even though no one can bring themselves to say it out loud. Colin gently hums among the flashing gunfire, as if reveling in extraordinary performance. However, his smile quickly sours. Although bathed in a storm of bullets, Luna remains standing and walks toward Collins, one step at a time. "What are you doing? Can't you just stick to the script?" Luna covers her head, releases a beastly roar, and then rushes at Collins with unprecedented speed. It stops right before she can crush his throat. Luna desperately grabs her hand in an attempt to suppress her desire to attack Collins, seemingly to Collins' dissatisfaction. Hey, that's it? "Sir, stay back!" A nearby soldier rushes forward, knocking Luna to the ground with his gun stock, and steps on her and loads his magazine into her limbs. He empties his magazine and pulls out his pistol to aim between her eyes. Only to discover that Luna begins to weep. "Lucia, sis, where are you? I want to go home." "Corrupted can cry?" Collins grabs the pistol from the dumbfounded soldier and shoots Luna until the magazine is empty. "Hey, what's your name?" Hero, sir." "Hero, my dear boy. Regardless if you look human or not, there's nothing human about corrupted. Any sign of emotion might just be a trick to catch you off guard." "But she was still human a few moments ago." Colin gives Hero a swift kick in the rear. "You won't have much longer if you don't quit acting so gullible. Or do you want to hurry back to mommy?" Yes, sir." "About the corrupted and potential corrupted, how shall we dispose of them?" "Throw them in the trash disposal of the facility where they belong, and I'll leave the rest of the trash to you." Collins looks at the ravaged Luna and sighs before waving at his subordinates, and then walks away. "I always love to take out the trash. Can't something happen to get blood pumping for a change? But the arrival of mankind's true savior, or the birth of the last destroyer of mankind, what do you have to say about that?" Alistair nods in confusion, not knowing his superior is going on about. What a bore. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what he's going on about either. His voice is killing me. The lightless night. Luna, are you going out tonight? You going out tonight, Lucia? Yeah, we're out of food, and it's too dangerous to go out during the day. There are the corrupted and the bad people. But I'm too scared to sleep here all alone. Well, don't worry. You'll be fine as long as you stay out of the dark. Are there really monsters hiding in the dark? You bet. And there are super duper scary monsters that gobble the little kids in one bite. Lucia? What is it? Can you hold my hand until I sleep? Just for tonight. Can you say that last night? Lucia, please? No. Really? Sis? Fine. But you gotta promise me you'll fall asleep quick. I will. Holding Lucia's hand, Luna closes her eyes. With her warm grip, the lonely dark nights become less scary. But no matter how long she waits, Luna never finds Lucia's hand. Lucia? Luna feels around her sister's hand. Feels around for her sister's hand. Finally grasping it, she discovers that it is now stiff and cold as ice. Lucia. Waking up from the hazy dream, Luna lifts up her hand that is holding a dim light, only to discover that it is in fact a hand with nothing attached. A corrupted hand. She has seen them wandering by the road. Lucia told her to never go near those monsters. Lucia throws the hand away and jumps back, accidentally tripping over something on the ground. She can feel the agonizing pain from the wounds all over the body. The real pain comes from a strange feeling in her hand. A peculiar noise clamors by her ears, as if trying to tell her something. But upon listening more closely, she realizes that it's just her own voice. Where am I? Luna remembers that she secretly replaced her sister and went with a group of imposing men to become a construct. She does not know exactly what a so-called construct is, only that she has become... Only that if she becomes... Wait, what? If she becomes one... Oh, they did the thing again. They put like the word on the next letter, on the next one. She doesn't know what exactly the so-called construct is. Only that she becomes one, she and her sister will go to Babylonia. There, they can eat their fill and take hot showers every day. All I can remember is taking a pill the doctor gave me, and then I fell asleep, and after that... Luna tries to recall what happened after she fell asleep, but her memory is all in disarray. It's so dark here. Is anybody there? She tries to yell out, but is only answered by her echo. Luna, Lucia, sis, I'm scared. Where are you? There's no warmth from a bonfire, no warmth for her sister, only the cold, uncaring darkness. Her eyes brim with tears at the thought of her sister. She can barely stop herself from crying out loud. Right at that moment, a dull, low roar comes from deep within the darkness. Luna claps her mouth shut, too afraid to cry any longer. Is that what my sister warned me about? The monster? The low roar and abrasive sound, the dragging feet draw near, closer and closer, step by step. It's coming this way. Lucia said that monsters only hide in dark because they're afraid of light. If there was any. Luna looks around to see a small hill emitting a blinding red light. If I can just make it over there, the monster won't come any nearer or closer. She makes up her mind and runs with all her might towards the glowing red light. But as she approaches the red light, she finally discovers its source. Corrupted. The upper half of the corrupted lies on top of the wasted pile. Though severely damaged, it still retains its functionality. Noticing Luna, it turns its battered head toward her. The corrupted reaches out towards Luna. All she can do is stand there helplessly. Lucia, where are you? Her eyes brim with tears once more. She has seen countless people ravaged by corrupted. Those are the monsters that lurk in the dark, waiting to devour humanity. But to her surprise, the corrupted does not attack her. It gradually relaxes its grip and becomes dormant once more.
The dim red glow of the corrupted. Luna finally realizes that she has been causing her such pain. What? Luna finally realizes what has been causing her so much pain. The bullet holes on her body. Is this me? The imposing men said that she would grow a bit after her body was turned into a construct to improve her combat ability. What fills her? What fills her with despair now is a glowing red light coming from her wounds. The same red light as the corrupted. Corruption critical and rising. Take her out before the virus spreads. Get to work, kill the corrupted and all the potential corrupted. Throw them in a trash disposal facility where they belong. Lucia stares at the eyes of the corrupted. Her vision gradually dissolves. The red light is rendered like ink until everything turned red. I'm a corrupted? A monster? The voice echoing in Luna's ear gradually becomes noisy but clear as it approaches and getting close like it is whispering. Desire, impulse, higher purpose. Destroy humanity for the sake of humanity. Glowing red light. Luna hears someone talking. To her surprise, the voice comes from her own mouth. Humanity must be filtered. There is no escape. There is no survival. Ascend to a higher purpose. You are the agent. You are its will. No, I'm Luna. Luna, you can no longer return to your sister's side. You'll never see her again. No, Lucia will never betray me. She promised. Lucia, if I ever get lost, if I ever lose my way, what should I do? That time may come. We should be prepared. I know. Well, let's make a deal. If you ever get lost, just stay where you are and don't do anything. Don't do anything? Is that it? Yes, because I'll be able to find you, wherever you are. Even if you become something else, I'll always be able to find you, I promise. I'll wait for you, Lucia. I'll always wait for you. The noise echoing in your ears gradually weakens, and the corruption's grip on Luna begins to loosen miraculously. Once the blood of red light dissipates, Luna falls into a deep slumber. Silence fills the abandoned facility once more, punctuated only by the occasional murmurs from Luna lost in her dreams. Lucia. Lucia sis. Oh my god. I didn't understand what was going on at first, but then I picked it up when I saw the CG. I was like, oh, she was thrown in the trash. I mean, the guy just said that he was going to throw her in the trash, so I don't know why I didn't think he was going to make good on his promise, but yeah, they did throw him in the trash, and that's where she was, and that's CG there in the trash, and she's going through the process. So this, I see, it's kind of like the background story to like her. Wow, okay. Filthy monsters. The monsters lose their value, they no longer desire to live. In the morning, over a dozen Kurono troops dressed in new uniforms line outside their tents. Troops recently reborn as constructs. A few weeks after Luna's corruption and Colin's arrival, the Kurono Research Lab has had a series of unsuccessful experiments, even transforming a number of Colin's troops into constructs. Their hearts are filled with trepidation. After all, they aren't merely children at this point, having no idea what the ramifications of being a construct are. Unlike the stiff recruits, Colin is sitting casually on a rock, filled with indifference. Well, good morning, children. Starting today, I'll be in charge of your field training. Hey, where's the applause? Nicola, dear boy. How did you raise them? Nicola closes his eyes, reluctant to answer him. Come on, don't leave me hanging. The soldiers exchange glances, not glasses. Oh my god. Then gradually join in the applause. A few soldiers laugh, thinking Colin was joking, while another girl, with an annoyed look, refrains from clapping. What's so great about an old geezer like you? Rather than getting angry, Colin just laughs. You're right, let it go. There's nothing great about this old geezer. Letty is
taken aback hearing him say her name so casually. How do you know my name? Colin ignores her and stands up from a rock, addressing all the new recruits. I don't know what Nicola told you, but no matter who you were yesterday, whether you were a suckle in a pacifier wearing diapers, from today on, you are no longer the protected. You aren't even human anymore. Colin grins. I thought I said grimace. I gotta stop predicting words. And speaking of, I need a hydrant. Oh my god, it's so hot, by the way. Good hydration. I know this looks like wine, but I assure you it's actually water. I know. I said yesterday or earlier today that like I have red coffee, and not only that, but I have red water. Everything's red here. Everything's red. Anyways, Colin grins as he paces among the recruit, looking at the expression on each of their faces. You will be fighting the monsters as monsters. Colin continues to smile fastidiously, but none of the recruits dare to smile back. Of course, whether it's humans or monsters, there is trash. And then there are the elites. Colin stops in front of Letty, intentionally or not, and stares at her firmly. Elite monsters capable of entering Babylonia, where its trash will be thrown out to the dump. You geezer, what are you looking at? Starting today, I will reevaluate your combat ability and the inverse device affinity. If you don't make the cut, you'll be discarded, and no one's gonna be wiping your asses anymore. No hand-holding, no comfort from mommy, but discarded. You'll be thrown into the toilet and flushed away. Voila, you got it. But even if you lack combat ability, you're still valuable in battle. We should. Soldiers that are useless in training are useless on the battlefield. They're weak, only fill the battlefield more corrupted. Collins cocks his head at the researcher in surprise, as if he's a freak of nature. Who will be responsible for sending them to their goddamn graves then? Me? You? The researcher musters up a retort, but is stopped by Nicola. A soldier charges through the crowd towards Collins. Letty, the girl from before. You've got to be joking. I only risked my life to do... You've got to be joking. I only risked my life to do this godforsaken surgery so I could go to Babylonia. I don't want to stay in this hellhole to be trained and tested. Send me to Babylonia, now. Owen smiles as he waits for her to finish and nods. Oh, you're right. This is indeed a hellhole, and this old geezer doesn't want you to waste his time playing games with you. You know, I don't have a problem with loudmouths such as you, but you better not have all bite. Wait, what? You better not be all bark and no bite, otherwise you're nothing but a silly lapdog. Woody's face flushes with anger as she throws a punch at Collins. Collins dodges the punch with surprising agility and pulls her by the wrist with ease. Hey, let me go. Wade tries to shake off her wrist to free. Theoretically speaking, her strength as a construct should have made it easy to overpower Collins. But right as she exerts herself, Collins lets go, causing her to lose balance as she is still unaccustomed to her newfound strength. Collins then swipes across her leg with a kick as she falls to the ground. I'm going to kill you. She tries to rally another attack, only to be met by Collins' gun pointing at her chest. Like I said, I don't have anything against loudmouths like you, but if you want to talk big and win approval or even kill me, you should at least put your money where your mouth is. Collins reaches a hand into his sleeve and pulls out a pocket knife and throws it towards Letty. Not only are you weak and stupid, more importantly, you don't even have a shred of discipline. Colin takes out a comically small notebook and reads from his notes. According to reports, you often abstain from training. Well, where on earth do you go, huh? How would I remember? Great. Looks like your memory isn't much of anything either. No worries. I'll help you refresh it. Colin turns to a page and acts surprised. Let's see. During the many times you skipped out on training, you've either gone rummaging through the remains of casualties or breaking into civilian settlements to steal their property. That right? Rather than denying it, Letty appears to be a little proud. So what? I'm protecting myself with life. What's wrong with taking a little off the top? Constructs have no use for remuneration. You did it entirely out of greed and stupidity. You've always been quite the rotten apple. Owen disengages the gun's safety and points it back at Letty. Meow. Oh my. The cat emoji. Oh man. You know what's funny? No one ever uses those, actually. Every game I've ever played, I've never seen like anyone use the cat emoji. It's always just like the normal one, you know? Well, maybe it's the furry allegations. You're furry deep down. I don't know. Anyways. Hey, geezer. You're not actually trying to shoot me, are you? Well, as a monster, you're nothing but trash. And as a human, you're nothing but vermin. What other value does your life have? Owen smiles and waves at Letty. Bye. After several gunshots, silence falls upon the training ground. Another waste of my damn bullets. Nicola, my dear boy. Turns out these scavengers and thugs lack character and conscience. You people are just wasting your time on these kids. Nicola looks at Letty with a blank face. It's normal to do anything to survive. Many of these people have potential to become elite soldiers. Nicola once again thinks about the two sisters who have become constructs. He always has a hunch that they could survive together, and they have the potential to be called the so-called spark of the guards of humanity's last hope. Owen rubs his chin nonchalantly, or non-committedly, but seems to lose interest in an instant. Perhaps, dear boy, looking at it that way, there might be a diamond in the rough. Report to me if you find one. I shall recommend them for promotion. And as for the trash... Colin glances at Letty on the ground. The operational leader, off to the side, immediately stands at attention. Sir, I'll take the trash to a disposal point. This guy, when did he become so smart? Honestly, it's repulsive. Oh wow. That's crazy. Toida's like down one of his soldiers immediately. Letty. I was expecting Letty to survive it or something because... Oh, maybe she's still alive? I don't know. There's like one bullet just like instantly take out a corrupted. Or not a corrupted, but a construct. I feel like it shouldn't. No? That's so weird. I feel like she's alive. She should be alive. Why did she get like she got a model and everything? She should be alive, right? I don't know. Unblessed birth. When an unblessed birth arrives in heaven, is it destruction or salvation? Oh, she is alive. Wait, is that her? Oh, kind of like Lucia. No way. And the silent disposal plant, something resembling a person suddenly coughs and pushes away the pile of remains and corpses stacking up. I'm still alive? The figure gropes their chests and unbuttons their shirt, causing a pile of scrap to fall onto the ground. Behind them are several bullets lodged in the figure's back or chest. They saved me, huh? That old geezer said it was a useless pile of junk. Guess not. Saved my life. Turning on the emergency light source reveals the surroundings of... No, don't skip. The surroundings and the person's identity is Letty. Even though the bullets are designed specifically to kill the corrupted, they could not penetrate the pile of stolen items tucked within her jacket, which is, to her surprise, prevented potentially fatal injuries to her solid construct exterior. What's this? Letty's surprised to pull out something soft from her bosom, a stuffed doll that looks like an ugly frog. She remembers taking it out of the shopping district because it's hideously cute, so she stuffed it in with everything else on a whim. Looks like I might still have use for this. Letty presses the doll against her wounds to stop the vital fluid from pouring out. Anyway, where am I? Hey, let me out of here. Letty kicks the iron door on the outer wall with all her might, but there's only a heavy thud. The door is thicker than she imagined. That old geezer should have killed me. I'm gonna smash his disgusting face when I get out, and then I'll kill him while he begs for mercy. Only then I'll have my revenge. Lois smiles wickedly at the thought of Colin's peril. Suddenly, she hears an alarm coming from within her. Punishing virus concentration surging. What's that? As Leigh turns her head in confusion, a few red lights illuminate the depths of the facility. She suddenly remembers seeing such a light in the past. That red light only brings blood, misery, and death. Corrupted. Holding back a sharp pain in her chest, Letty gets up and stumbles to the corner of the garbage disposal plant. Why are the corrupted here? But the red light arrives faster than expected, and there is no place to hide. Letty accidentally falls to the ground while running, and she is quickly surrounded by corrupted. Why? Why am I going to die here? Letty pulls out a pistol and she empties her mag at the approaching corrupted. Only a few bullets hit her marks. She regrets not spending time in the training. She should not have slept through target practice. Damn you. Damn it. Letty tries to quickly reload, but her trembling hands can barely hold on to the magazine. The atoms stuffed in her chest fall to the ground, and most importantly, so too does the life-saving magazine as it slides away. Before Leigh can run and pick up the magazine, several corrupted surround her. Damn it. Looks like I'm done for. Why do you think she is going to die at the hands of the corrupted? Strangely, they only roar without taking another step toward her. Sis. A pair of hands lifts Letty to her feet. A hand swollen to a construct she has never seen before, but she is about the same age and wears the same clothes as the recruits. Thinking she has been thrown a lifeline, she approaches her. Thank you. We're allies, you and I. But quickly she realizes that she is not the ally after all. Nor is she even a construct, she is a corrupted. Right as she tries to escape, the corrupted grabs her hand tightly, scaring Letty half to death. Sis, you're here to save me. It's me, Luna. I've been waiting for you all along. The corrupted named Luna does not attack her. Instead, she cries like a human child, and Letty is not sure what to do. It's so dark and scary here, but I always knew you'd come. And I've been waiting for you because I knew you'd come to save me no matter what. Sis, but Letty may not be smart, but she is crafty. Right. As she's about to deny it, she realizes that the only reason she's not attacking her is that she has mistaken her for her sister. Luna. That's right, Luna. Your sister's here to save you. Luna's crying subsides into a smile. She holds and hugs Letty. Ouch. Oh, let me go. Despite being pushed away, Luna isn't angry. Instead, she picks up something off the ground. Letty looks at it carefully. See, it is the plush doll she has been using to pressurize the wound. It must have fell out long after our magazine. It's Froggy. You still have it. I knew you'd bring it with you. Can you look for me? Sorry, sis. I should have told you I was leaving. You must have been worried sick. Letty watches her cherish the dirty, ugly doll covered with vital fluid in her arms. It disgusts her, but at the same time she's happy. Happy that she came up with such a wonderful idea. It's okay. The two of us need to go home together. Yeah, but how do we get out of here? Letty grins with an ill intent, patting Luna on his shoulder. No worries, I have an idea. But first, we need to take care of the enemies here. Enemies? Yeah. See us corrupted over there? If we don't destroy them, they'll kill me of the wounds as bad as these. But they didn't attack me. They're playing tricks on you. Tricks? Yeah. They're trying to catch you off guard. They are monsters, and after all, they're trying to trick you so they can kill me. You not trust your sister. I didn't mean that. I trust you. I believe anything you say, sis. If that's the case, then we have to kill them. Every single one. Yeah. Seeing Luna ready to fight with all her might, Letty struggles to stifle her laughter. With all of hers. How can I be this lucky? Good luck, sis. Oh boy. Luna, killed them all for your sister. For you. Why are they attacking me? Gardener Basic. Oh my god. Such weak corrupteds. I guess it is quite a challenge for kids after all. That's kind of fascinating. They gave her the Luna model. Or not the Luna Bob, but the Lucia model in battle. Because Luna, she sees her as Lucia. So for us, we're seeing her as Lucia as well. That's quite an interesting way to put it, huh? Anyways. Sis, Lucia, I did it. I did it. I killed all the corrupted. Yep, not bad. But I don't need you anymore. Wiping out all the corrupted, all Luna wants is praise from her sister instead. All she gets is a bullet. The bullet is point blank range. It pierces her stomach, but and Froggy pushing her hands. The cotton stuffing flies into the air, gently fluttering to the ground like snow. Lucia? Luna looks at the wound in her stomach in disbelief. No longer able to support herself, she slowly falls to her knees. And quit calling me your sister. You disgust me. What sort of filthy monster such as you has a sister? Monster? I'm not a monster, The previously suppressed noise once again begins to echo from Luna's ear as the punching virus concentration starts to rise. Her breathing begins to quicken. Luna struggles to stabilize her breath as she crawls toward Letty. She longs for an embrace that is not there. No. Lucia, it's me, Luna. I'm not a monster. Out of the way. Letty ruthlessly kicks Luna out of the way, and then stomps on Froggy. Monsters deserve to die. Monsters deserve to die. You got it? Bang, bang. Letty fires 2 rounds, silencing Luna. Sis, Luna. Luna looks at Froggy. Does he like her as the light fades from her eyes? Quit calling me sister. You disgust me. What sort of filthy monster such as you has a sister? Lucia, what are you talking about? It's me, Luna. I'm not a monster. Out of the way. Lucia, why don't you need me anymore? Didn't we say that we'd stick together no matter what? Monsters deserve to die. Got it? Lucia, don't leave me, sis. Humanity's punches is engraved in their souls. Anyone is capable of betrayal and anything should be sacrificed. Even your own sister would abandon you. Her promise broken. She's a human, therefore finds you insufferable. Because she is human, and you, a monster. Letty fires a few more shots into the air. She laughs wildly, and Smokey puts away her pistol. Destroy humanity for the sake of humans. Stupid old geezer. You see that? I can kill corrupted too, you know. All I gotta do is put my mind to it. I ain't trash, so hey, let me go. This is Letty pounds on the door to attract attention from the outside. She hears something shaking from behind. She turns around to see Luna's surroundings starting to tremble. Huh? Still not dead yet, you little brat. Right as Letty reaches out for a gun, Luna appears before her at impeccable speed. Huh? Before Letty is able to pull out her gun, her arm is vaporized into thin air. While giving her time to scream, Luna pins her down to the ground. Luna's left arm, transformed into a blade, is now pressed against Letty's jugular. She glows from a sanguine aura, looking completely out of control. Right at the last moment, Luna uses her last ounce of sanity to force her right hand, still not corrupted, to stop the blade strike. Sis, run. Thinking she has caught Luna off guard, Letty uses her other hand to pull out a dagger at her waist and stabs Luna. Just die already, you monster. No. Sparked from the clash of metal on metal illuminates the factory of a flash, returning to silence. The dagger punches the Luna's chest, but misses the vital point. Luna's arm, however, pierces Letty's throat. Butterf whispers out of Letty's mouth as the light in her eyes gradually fades. I killed my sister. I really am a monster. High concentration of Punjibars envelops Luna in a red aura. Destroy humanity. For the sake of humans, monsters were born. Outside the tents of the crew, a squad of violent rumbling can be felt, and a flashing glimmer of fire can be seen from afar. Hey, what's going on? Sir. Hero, my boy, you're alive. Give me a sit rep. There was an explosion at a disposal plant. A corrupted escaped. She's destroyed the nearest CPF before we even had time to react. We tried to stop her, but almost all of us were wiped out, even our leader. Here, my boy, listen. You should take a break. Just as Colin is about to finish his sentence, he looks up into the sky and shuts his mouth. A girl, in pristine white, is hovering in the air. Below her, a trail of destruction remains. Such contrast seems to give her an aura of unparalleled divinity. Nearby corrupted see the explosion when they also and take notice of her. Think she is merely another human victim. They charge at her from all directions. Insects. She raises her hand lightly, and spikes form of punishing bars pierce all the surrounding corrupted. The remaining corrupted come to their senses as they realize what she was, and begin to bow before her. It's her! She's the corrupted, our leader, he... Corrupted? No, she's an angel. An angel. Either he has forgotten her name, or perhaps there is just a spark of contrast with the construct of before and the Luna now. Hey, over here, my angel. Colin waves both hands childishly, crying and laughing at the same time. Luna glances at Collins, but sees nothing worth stopping for, and flies away. Hey, my angel! Tears streamed down Colin's face, paying no mind to those present. Sir, we finished gathering our forces. We should launch an attack on the corrupted before she escapes. Forget it, don't you understand? She could have killed everyone with just a wave of her hand. The only reason we are still alive is because she has no interest in us. Watching Luna disappear in the distance, a fanatical smile adorns Colin's tear-stained face. A corrupt that can control the Punji virus while still maintaining her sanity. She is exactly what can be described as a miracle. I'm afraid she will either bring destruction to humanity, or perhaps she will be the last dawn of his salvation. Colin rubs his chest, unable to stifle his laughter. Such an exciting development. What a pity my dear Nicola boy wasn't here to see this at present. Corrupted girl in white, I'll find you and you'll be mine. And then, suddenly Colin stops laughing as something troublesome has popped into his mind. Damn it. Someone like her can't be labeled as corrupted. She deserves to be called something else. But what to call her? Damn it. I hate coming up with names. You hate coming up with names. I think you have trouble brushing your teeth too, bro. Oh no, that guy, he looks not good. Anyways, in the smoky ruins of the underground city 19, a woman in nun's clothing stumbles through the alleys. By the look of the cables and parts left exposed on her injured legs, she is not a human nor a mechanoid. She has no name. Instead, others refer to her as sister based on her appearance. She looks back nervously from time to time, as if she is afraid of something that will catch up to her. Finally, she stops behind a building. Several corrupted appear at the end of the alley, and the corrupted walk the way she came. This should be far enough. I wonder if the kids have escaped. But it's none of my business now. I just took them in on a whim. She is underground. This is the underground ventilation at City 19. A towering ventilation shaft points directly at the sky, making it the only place where the sky is visible. The mechanoid nun takes out a cigarette from her inner pocket of the robes and puts it in her mouth, something she never does while surrounded by so many children. Well, one last cigarette won't hurt. The corrupted remain off in the distance, refraining from approaching, but she is not surprised. I guess they have figured out that I'll be one of them sooner or later. As the punishing virus concentration continues to rise, she starts to lose control of her left hand, has been holding a cigarette. You're not even gonna give me one last light up? Damn, this forsaken world. She takes out a pocket pistol, and she holds from her robes, her final act of resistance. And when she aims the pistol at her throat, with the other hand, she cannot pull the trigger no matter how hard she tries. System notice, article limitation. Active self-injury is strictly prohibited. Limitation originates from doctrine. Can't even go out on my own terms. Humanity, how ignorant are ya? Since you don't intend to give us freedom, why give us the gift of knowledge? Since you are so unwilling to raise future generations, why even bother to create us? She looks up at the sky and searches for an answer. God, are they really the masterpiece that created in your image? There's no need to ask for salvation from others. It's time for humans to pay for their sins. She looks in surprise at a figure that approaches in the sky. It's not an angel that has come to greet the mechanical soul, but a girl with an aura of equal parts divinity and danger. You're that girl, aren't you? It's you, Luna. You're still alive. She recognizes her as one of the children packed up by Corono to be turned into constructs. Seeing that she still lives has somewhat put her mind at ease, yet she can still tell that Luna... What? She can tell that the Luna before her is no ordinary construct. It matters not who I am. I am merely an agent of the Ascension Network. The Ascension Network? Luna nods. Has been in countless data streams into her memory shell, allowing her to catch a glimpse of what Luna existence truly means. You're corrupted? Luna remains quiet, outstretching her hand. You have the potential to pass the preliminary screening. If you accept my authorization, you will no longer fear the punishing virus and instead become an existence feared by humanity. Contrary to Lula's expectations, the sister begins bursting out laughing. Luna, you may be able to end someone's life without lifting a finger, but... She takes a deep drag from the cigarette and exhales a thick cloud of smoke through Luna. I won't betray humanity. The only thing scarier than death is the thought of you corrupting my faith. If you let go like this, you will be no more than a walking corpse as a corrupted, far more tragic outcome than death. The sister stares at her now dysfunctional left hand and starts laughing bitterly. The punishing virus may take away my body, but it cannot take away my human soul. This is probably the only thing that is left by my human creators for me to be proud of. Aren't you the same, Luna? Even if, as an Ascendant, I'm sure you too have something you're unwilling to part with. The role of the Ascendants is that of the Ascension Network. Huh? Really? And why do you still have that doll there? Why didn't Luna realize that, despite the thick fog of consciousness from becoming an Ascendant, she still crushes onto the now barely recognizable Froggy. After becoming an Ascendant, the chaos within her mind has been dispelled. She knows that the person she killed was not her sister. But she is not. She has been deliberately avoiding thinking about Lucia, whether that be from fear or admitting that she still retains semblance of humanity, or perhaps she is just afraid of knowing the truth, and her sister knowing too. Before I came here, I heard the locals say that there was a little girl of ours accompanying the army as they passed by. Your sister, Lucia, she's close by. After hearing those words, Luna hesitates for a while before flying in a direction she is pointed to. Before the punishing virus completely erodes her consciousness, the sister looks at the empty sky and mutters to herself, "Did I say too much?" Maybe you have, because I'm curious what she's going to do to the new Lucia. Although I think this is like a prelude before the Lucia we know of Grey Raven. This is the Lucia, the first one. This is Alpha, I think. Farewell reunion. Everything reduced to ashes and we can find the eternal wonderland. Let's go. Lucia, are you really there? Can't even stand before you and call me my sister anymore. Will you even want to see me? Luna's heart fills with uncertainty, insecurity, but then she recalls the promise they made. Wherever you are, even if you become something else, I'll always be able to find you, I promise. Sis, Lucia. As Luna whispers her sister's name, a ray of comfort shines upon her weary heart. Right at that moment, Luna feels the noise from the Ascension Network beginning to fill her mind. Why? Why is the power of the Ascension Network weakening? The condensed armor of the punishing virus begins to weaken, causing Luna to fall to the ground. I'm back to being like this? Nearby corrupted notice her and surround her from all sides. Looks like they're treating me as a human since my power to Ascension Network has weakened. What a pity. These mindless creatures. I think I almost became one of them. Why, as the corrupted charges her, he gets sliced to pieces with a ethereal blade. Luna closes her eyes and shakes her head. I may not be able to guide you to a loftier existence, but at least with my guidance you shouldn't wander astray. I guess whenever she feels her human emotions, or she loses like her anger and hatred, she becomes like her original self? I guess? I don't know. Anyways, the power of the Ascension Network, why is it decreasing? Why? Oh, I gotta go around? Okay, nice. She looks a bit different, but she's my sister, standing right there. But who's that next to her?
これが昇格ネットワークの力よ。分かった。
Struggling to catch her breath, Lucia aims her katana at the corrupted in front of her. Nicola stands beside Lucia without a care in the world for her own safety. Corrupted have a degree of self-healing capability. Mind energies won't prove fatal. You need to pinpoint your attacks in order to defeat them. Alright, I got it. The corrupted spares no time for Lucia to catch her breath, raising its sharp claws and rushing toward her. Even though Lucia raises her katana to block, the unimaginable power of the corrupted sends her flying back several steps. Don't be afraid of the corrupted. You are now the only one capable of stopping them. If we fall here, those behind me will end up just like Luna. Lucia regains her composure and pushes the incoming claw of the corrupted to one side just as it's about to slice right through her. The corrupted wants to turn around and smashes claw into the head of the construct in front of it, but only finds his upper body, already separated from his lower body, and Lucia's sharp blade is severed it into twain right as it passes by. After killing the corrupted, Lucia falls to her knees, unable to support herself any longer. Truly enough, looks like it's too early for Lucia to engage in actual combat. She's only just completed her transformation. Such rigorous training is actually Colin's idea. Even though he has concerns, Nicola has made no objection. He knows humanity does not have much time left, and Lucia and the constructs must at least grow up to protect themselves. Sir, am I fit for combat? Lucia raises her hand, or her head, and looks at Nicola calmly. Though her eyes are still young, they have already hardened into eyes of a soldier. You still have a lot to learn. Rest assured, all your effort has not been in vain. Thanks. If that's the case, then me and Luna...
Lucia can no longer hold back the tears as she has been fighting ever since she became a construct. Little does she know that Luna has been watching her nearby.
Lucia, you've become a construct?
If they can deceive you, naturally, they can deceive anyone. Humans will sacrifice anything for their own survival, including you, including their beloved sister.
They've tricked you, sis.
Lucia does not know that those despicable humans are responsible for what happened to you. You justify their actions with grandiose webs of lies. You know they trick you as well. Or the monsters? Humans are the real monsters.
You're right. Humans are the real monsters.
Look, where's Nicola? She knows that Niccolo has deceived himself, his sister, everyone.
If he dies, will Lucia wake up?
But red light coalesces Luna. Their hand disappear in an instant. If I kill him right now, Lucia will be more convinced by what those humans have told her. Both the nun and Lucia are caught in a web of lies carefully created by the humans. There will come a day when Lucia will be our enemy. When that day comes, I, who bear the mission of the Ascension Network, and Lucia have been deceived by mankind well. Luna recalls the scene of despair when she killed her sister at the disposal point. No, there's no way I want that to happen again. Lucia. Luna looks at her sister for some time before walking away. However, she knows this is not a farewell. One day, she will understand the despicable nature of humanity and its inevitable end. In the bottom of her heart, Luna knows that this day will come soon. Until she returns, I will wait patiently, quietly as we promised. I'll destroy the world, woven out of lies, and create a paradise where we can stay together. All for you, Lucia. A terror paradise for just you and me. Oh, wow. That is it, huh? Good grief. This game is quite twisted, huh? Oh, man. These stories, they're quite twisted indeed. Oh, man. It's always these side stories. I gotta say, Kuro Games and Hoyo, they always make these stories. Why does every character I encounter always have like a messed up backstory? Their villain arc, I can feel it. Oh my god. Such a messed up story, man. So messed up. Good grief, man. Good grief. Yeah, that's everything it looks like. I did it. Alright. The Ascension Network is finally done. At least there's something going on over here, like the normal mode. Not that, the Explorer mode, which I'm not sure how this works, but I'll figure it out in my own time, most likely. I just gotta read the settings behind it, but goddamn, man, that is that. What the hell? This story is truly insane. And I gotta say, they're doing it. I'm getting immersed. I'm getting immersed in the story. Quite so I'm not even making commentary anymore. I'm just reading. And like the reading is like getting to a point where I'm not even messing up. I mean, I'm still messing up, but I'm able to pick myself up faster. Man, I'm in tune. Good grief. But that is incredible. So that's why she hates humanity. Well, it's kind of the same thing for Alpha as well. I mean, Alpha did encounter the messed up scenario where, you know, the Commandant was trying to wipe out the entire squad to get away with like a fuck up he did. And then you have Luna as well, where they're trying to get rid of her because there is like corruption level is like too much and they can't stop her. So Colin did that thing and just threw her in the trash. Man, every time for all the experiences, something fucked up going on. Good grief. But yeah, that is fascinating. That's truly fascinating indeed. What's going on here, man? This story is truly incredible. And we're only on like the second one, right? The second one, I think. Oh, it's the third one actually. We're on the third one. And next is Disaster. Oh man. I am excited for the next one. We'll pick this one up next time then. I'm gonna end it here because
Yeah, I am still a little bit tired. I only slept for a little bit and then I just hopped back on. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. But goddamn, this is incredible. Thoughts on the story so far? Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 10 at long last. It was a 9 for the longest time, but I will give it a 10. It's a lot of reading, but overall, I mean, I love the story. Good grief. The story is absolutely incredible in this game. If you actually read it, of course. I know I do, but yeah. The combat's pretty spot on as well. The only thing with the combat I kind of hate is it has like quite a bit of a learning curve. If you're new coming into the game, it does not feel very good to jump into. Especially if you're like a Wuo player or you're like a, what's it called? What do you call it? Genshin player? Jumping into PGR? It's weird. If you started with PGR, then I guess it would be not weird, but like coming in from like other games, I still remember the day when I first started, and it was just hard to get into. But overall, not bad. Yeah, 10 stars all around. It took me this long to say it, but yeah, 10 for sure. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Take a break. Lay down, take a breather, drink some water. Good grief. You know, oddly enough, my throat actually hurts. It hurts a lot. Good grief. I guess it's from like constantly talking. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day, great evening, great night. And I see you guys next time. In the next chapter. Bye-bye.